their forte. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Game 1 between Secret and Aftermath. This is a best-of-7 show match, and starting off for Aftermath, in the green, we have Leary. Leary's playing as the Mayans, and then in the blue, we have Hart. Hart is playing as the Franks. Okay, I want to make sure I didn't get any messages from them because they had paused. Up against Leary in the south is Doubt. Doubt is playing as the Incas. And then his ally is Jordan 23. Jordan 23 is playing as the Franks. So we have Incas and Franks, Mayans and Franks. They had free pick for this game. They cannot use these civs in the following games. With me, I have Dave. Happy to be casting with you, man. It's going to be a lot of fun today.
Oh, it's going to be a fucking pleasure, my friend. Let's go.
First thing I noticed is that Leary's gold is very far forward here.
Yeah, but his map's beautiful.
But yeah, the rest of his map can be easily walled off. So I think if he solves that problem, man, he has multiple wood lines to choose from. He can even go to that back gold. So maybe he doesn't. He can just avoid the main one.
He can go mill those deer instead of the berries. Like, there's so many things that he can do here, and it's so easy to wall off.
Yeah, you're right.
Money already, please.
Well, normally one person goes scouts, the other goes archers. So this is a very good archer map for him, assuming he gets the walls up. Looking at his ally. Hart could have some problems later on throughout the game with gold. He'll go scouts into knights most likely. That left-hand side is a bit awkward with the hill, the main gold, main stone, secondary gold, and stone. But
look at the deer's even running into Leary's TC. This is hacks.
Wait, that deer? How did that get there? Did it bug out?
It bugged out. Yeah.
Oh wow.
It's cheating.
He'll push both of them, I bet. Oh my god, it's moving without him even pushing it. Alright, so strong start for Leary. I guess he's going to quickly get the one that's next to his TC. And I'll look at Doubt's base quickly. Doubt, he's the one who will probably go archers for his team. Yeah, that's not a good gold location for him.
It's so hilly there, too.
Very hilly, open on the front.
Against Mayans.
Yep.
Like, you don't want to see that because they're probably going to go for some ranged. Maybe he'll go Eagles. I don't know.
I mean, you could go for a forward with Incas, like man-at-arms forward or something. You switch it up, but normally in 2v2s, you want that mobility, right? You don't want to just go forward with towers. You want military. I guess Leary... Oh, he didn't get any of the deer, Dave. He didn't get any of the deer. Interesting. I think that there was lag there or a pause, and maybe he missed it. The deer was injured, but it's gone all the way back. Still good base for him.
Yeah, and he's already going out to wall it up. Like, he needs the houses, but he's strategically placing them in the choke points. And he's going to be super secure. And Doubt's going to see this. He's got his eagle running around here.
Yeah. Now, let me ask you what you think of the civs. We have Mayans and Franks, and we have Incas and Franks. What are your thoughts?
Franks is... It's weird how both teams went for that the first game. It's really weird, and I wonder if they had a suspicion that the other team would pick a Meso Civ, so they went Franks so that they could counter that Meso Civ.
It's possible. I think, as I said before the game started, you would want a good Knight Civilization, and then you want a good Archer Civ. Meso Civs are always good with Archers, so I guess it works out whether it's Incas or Mayans here. Though you gotta favor Mayans with the archers because they have the plumes. Incas might go Eagles in late game though. If we get there, you never know.
Well, Incas have a really strong like early imp, right?
Yes, they do.
Like Mayans, once you build up enough plumed archers, you can counter Incas kind of if you're fighting in choke points in the right spots.
Yep.
So it's kind of a stalemate between the two civs, to be honest.
Well, the cool thing about Franks is that they have the extra scout HP. So it will be scouts in tonight's. If you would have gone Mongols or Huns instead of Franks, then in the scout engagements you would be behind almost every time because of the lack of HP. So that and the fact that their farm upgrades are free, that's big because you can up much earlier. So I think there's a lot of reasons why Franks would be strong here. We'll see soon enough. Franks have gotten a lot
better too.
Yeah.
Like with Wallow Kingdoms with that berry bonus there, it's very, very nice for them.
I used to hate Franks. They were so awkward before, but nowadays I think they're pretty strong. They're not overpowered like some civilizations. I think it's just enough. And a Hart clicks up to Feudal Age. Jordan clicks up to Feudal Age. So both players playing as Franks are advancing. And it's the same populations for them.
Is Leary going for Drush? That's really late, man. Or is he going to send that second villager back to the...
Yeah, I think that's what it is. I think he will... Well, hold on a second.
He's walling up hard, man.
And he's creating more vills. That's what's confusing to me. I thought that he might build a mining camp there with the villager that's walling.
Here come the militia.
That's a late drush. A very late drush.
That's late.
I'm not a fan of the drush decision in 2v2s at all. Because, sure, Leary, he might be able to get to Castle Age faster beyond this drush. But Hart could be 2v1s by archers and by scouts then. And Doubt's actually going to start with man-at-arms and then go
Leary
into archers.
can see that.
Yeah.
Leary had his eagle right there. He knows the man-at-arms are coming. Well, he'll know as soon as Doubt hits feudal, and he has to suspect since Doubt still has them garrisoned.
Yeah, okay.
In the barracks.
Well,
so maybe Drush isn't that bad to kind of like distract the man-at-arms and keep them at Doubt's base.
It was a late decision. So maybe he saw Doubt was going man-at-arms, and he figured, okay, Doubt won't have as many resources to go for archers. Doubt won't add the archery range immediately, potentially, so I can afford to drush, and this will turn into a 1v2 situation as Feudal Age goes on, because Leary won't be able to contribute much. But the whole idea here, for those wondering, is to delay Doubt. And he's going to attack Doubt before he's upgrading to man-at-arms as well. And he'll just wall behind this. That's a great start for Leary in this fight, Dave.
So many free hits there, but he's going to lose a militia.
Yep.
That's not a good ending. It was a good start. I don't know if it was a good ending. Maybe.
It's as good as it gets, I think. Because he's been using his Eagle Warrior here. So,
yeah, Doubt had to cancel man-at-arms.
Yeah, so Doubt also lost a lot of HP on his Eagle. I don't think Leary should lose his Eagle here, so he needs to run. And yeah, that cancels out the militia for both players. And Doubt will now go for archers. I say that he hasn't even added an archery range, and Leary is still in Dark Age, and he's working his way up to Feudal, and then he will try and go for a faster castle. The scouts for Hart now coming forward, Dave, and same for Jordan.
Yeah, basically identical builds, and they're both walling up. They're both being super safe here. Like, look at Jordan and Hart's walls, man.
Yep.
That's nuts.
And once the walls are completed, it'll be a pretty solid base for Jordan. The one vulnerable area will be his main gold, but he doesn't even need to take that initially. And Hart's main gold is still awkward, but he doesn't need to take that either. He does have that, well, 2 other gold options, I guess. Still awkward, but I think it'll be just fine.
Oh, Leary didn't scout the back of his base. He's making that whole wall against the secondary gold.
Ooh.
Not really necessary. He could have secured that pretty well.
He hits Feudal Age. He's building an archer range, and he'll go for a blacksmith. Kind of lacking the food at the moment, in all honesty. He probably should have milled those deer in the back, and maybe had he scouted, it would have been easier for him, but he will go for that castle time. And I think
Doubt's coming forward.
Yeah, I think Doubt realizes that. What do you think of this decision for Doubt to go forward?
I mean, it's Doubt, so it's
it's always a risk.
Yeah. We might see the Doubt tower here. Like, is he gonna go around near that house? That one little house wall near the main gold of Leary?
I don't know where he's going. Maybe he expects his opponent is on stone. Maybe he thinks Leary's going for plumes. But he's not even going to try and tower that main gold. That's the only area I could think of. And there's a signal from Doubt. He signals where he's going to go, I believe, to his ally Jordan. But a moment ago, Jordan lost his scout, so...
Well, Jordan is just patrolling here, making sure Blue doesn't come and interrupt this.
Yeah, okay.
They know where Doubt wants to go, and they know that Blue could come along with scouts at any moment, so... Jordan is running cover for these builds.
And Leary is on his way to Castle Age, and he will go crossbow immediately when he hits the next stage. Doubt, he is mixing in archers behind this. He actually has more archers, more military than Leary does, but he'll lack the upgrades. And these villagers have done very little.
And that's a whole lot of scouts near Doubt's base.
Can Doubt tree hop this? Do you see that Leary has used the tree as part of the wall? I think Doubt could chop that tree down, palisade it, and let Jordan in. And he scouted that. He just hasn't thought of it.
But Doubt's at his own base. Doubt might be losing a lot of archers. No, he's saving them now.
Oh, he's running back, Dave, but he doesn't have the hill. I don't think that's ideal to lose your archer numbers. Great engagement for Hart, and he's going to get the heck out of here. So now it's up to Leary to hold at his base. Just as he hits Castle Age, He can afford crossbow. He cannot afford bodkinero, as is the norm when you go for this strat. Dicey times, but the good thing for Secret is that they've kept Leary's crossbows at home. Leary can he can't go forward with his advantage. He has to stay at home. That's great.
Oh, Doubt's gold at home. That's not good. His army is out of position. Couple more villagers gonna die.
Yeah, he'll lose 2. And Doubt was probably hoping that going forward would keep him safe at home. That has not happened. And the second tower he tried to build forward, that's being denied by Leary's crossbows.
Look at Doubt's res. It's not looking good for him, man. And he doesn't have that many farms. It's going to take him a long time to go up.
It's all Jordan now, really. And Jordan's even behind, in comparison to Hart, he's behind a Castle Age. So Hart will be pumping out those knights earlier.
Yeah, Leary's losing some crossbows to the tower. Not the greatest effort ever from him.
First game of the day. First game of the day.
Like, look at this again. What is he doing?
I think he wants to make sure that Doubt doesn't put that up, so it would be annoying. And yep, he's keeping an eye on it. But he can play it super safe economically now, Dave. He's adding a TC, so he knows he doesn't need to go for ballistics early or push or anything because they have a good advantage as a team. And Hart picked off another villager there, I believe, in Doubt's base. And he's running around, and Jordan is coming to chase down these scouts to help Doubt out. And knights will soon follow for Hart from 2 stables back at home. Jordan has to be aggressive. Instead of adding TCs, he needs to add more knights, get more upgrades, and he needs to give Doubt some time here. That's what I think. But the tower was so weird. It took so much time to get here. Why not go forward to where the main gold was and try and tower there? A weird decision for Doubt.
I guess the tower has held Leary into his base for the entire early castle.
Yeah, this is true.
So,
but obviously Leary's position is still quite good. He picks off 1 villager, he'll pick off 2, he'll pick off 3, he'll pick off all 4. Oh my god, Doubt's at 34 villagers, Leary's at 41, and he has 2 TCs in Castle Age, so huge advantage between Doubt and Leary. Hart doesn't need to win the game now, he just needs to not lose it, because as a team, Aftermath is much stronger. And I think he knows that, Dave. Back at home, he goes for 2 additional town centers, and he's sending the knights out. Okay.
Jordan is going for 2 TCs. We'll see. We'll see, man.
Well, on the bright side for Jordan, he's walled at home, so he can afford to send all of his knights over to Doubt. But it's never good to be in that position where you're forced to play defensive, because it's not as if Jordan can go to Leary. That just won't work out. Good scout engagement for Jordan, but scouts aren't all that important now, and Hart's actually luring the scouts from Jordan in towards Leary's crossbows. +2's on the way for Jordan, that's good. So he'll have +2, but that's a lot of crossbows, and it is Leary, who is, in my opinion, the best micro in the game.
Yeah, and Doubt isn't even Castle Age, so there's no possibility of like a mangonel or anything to hurt those crossbows. He's gonna have a really rough time here.
I think he has to build a lot of towers. Lots of towers, use the market, and try and click up at some point. Leary and Hart equal on, well, sorry, Hart's knight numbers are equal to Jordan's, but I don't think the lack of an upgrade makes a difference when Leary has so many crossbows, and Doubt's woodline is harassable. He has to run away from it, and luckily his tower is kind of saving him, but it's still looking much, much better for Aftermath. 54 vills for Leary now, Dave.
I feel bad for Doubt. What are you supposed to do in this position against crossbows with more range than your units?
Yeah, you can't do anything. You have to try and stop them from advancing up the hill, really. But you don't want to get that close to the knights. Hart has a few more villagers than Jordan now, and really everything in Game 1 looking better for Aftermath. And Doubt clicks the Castle Age. Let's go! They're going to have to be aggressive. They have to push this early. Well, early castle for Doubt, I guess. It's not early castle for the others. Because they can't just boom up now. Doubt's behind 20 vills. They need to push. So maybe add a siege workshop, hope to get a lucky mangonel shot, or just add 3 or 4 ranges and make a ton of crossbows.
Jordan was signaling the open spots of Leary's base, so I don't know if he was considering letting Doubt defend and going there.
Okay.
But now they're picking this fight, and it's actually not that bad for Secret here.
I think that's as good as it gets, right?
Yeah.
Leary, his crossbows aren't protected by Heart's Knights. Doubt's archers are protected and then choke point. So Heart's going to leave the hill now with a lot of weak knights, and yeah, that's as good as it gets, I think, with these armies. A good job from Doubt to sit between the blacksmith and the mill. And he'll have most of his units available to upgrade when he hits Castle Age, and that'll be coming soon. As I say that, though, Jordan loses 2 knights, and yeah, they have to push. They probably have to push Leary. And is Leary on stone at home? Yeah, dude, Leary's on stone, so eventually he'll be adding castles and adding plumes. It does not get any easier.
Here comes the university. As soon as he has ballistics, oh, everything dies.
Yep. Well, Doubt has 32 military. That's 5 behind what Leary has. The big thing is that Leary has double the amount of villagers. He's also... We might see a Doubt castle or something, at least. He has...
Yeah, he's on stone.
Yeah.
He's almost got enough.
I think, all jokes aside, I think that you need to take your advantage now with Elite Skirm and Bodkin and Crossbow. And if you get an advantage, if you take a good fight, maybe build a forward castle. Because you have to push forward with something, and that castle would really help. Defensive castles don't improve your situation here.
The best castle possible would be right beside Leary's 2 TCs on his main gold.
Yep.
But trying to get that down. If Doubt places a castle there, he will have my eternal respect. Like,
I mean,
that is a play.
It's not going to happen, at least for now, because Leary has the hill. He's also getting Thumb Ring, so Leary has ballistics and Thumb Ring, and I think Leary will place his own castle as we speak in that area. So I think they're too far behind, and Jordan probably recognizes that as well. Maybe Doubt needs to try and stay alive and sling Jordan, or wait for Jordan to hit the Imperial Age, because Jordan's getting closer. Hart is getting closer as well, though.
There's the castle from Leary, and Jordan sees it. They're coming in for the engagement now.
Does Leary not have ballistics? He just missed a bunch of shots. I don't think they should be taking this fight. Maybe Jordan and Doubt feel like they have to, but that's a lot of Leary crossbows on the hill, and that castle's going to go up.
Yep, and that's not the greatest micro from Doubt either.
And they're going to call it GG. I think they knew. They knew. That was around the time where if they hadn't done damage, it was probably over. Leary has 87 villagers, Doubt's at 44. And I guess the drush paid off for Leary because he killed Doubt's militia. He made Doubt cancel his man-at-arms upgrade. But big question marks over Doubt's decision to go with that tower all the way on the other side of Leary's base. It just doesn't make any sense to me.
It was just too far away.
Yeah.
Like, you're already behind. Your strategy, early feudal strategy, didn't work. You didn't get in at all. And I get going forward, but not at the backside of the base.
Yeah. And a safer play as well would be build 2 ranges and go for a few defensive towers, right? It doesn't necessarily, I mean, it slows you down, but it doesn't hurt you as much as going forward with 4 villagers like that and accomplishing nothing. So that was game 1. A secret, they do have other players to sub in for Doubt. They could use different players for the next game. There's the KD for you. There's the eco stats. And we're going to move on to game 2 as quickly as possible. So for those wondering, game 2 will be Scandi. They cannot reuse those civilizations. So that means for Aftermath, Aftermath cannot use Mayans again. They cannot use Franks again. And then no Incas or Franks for the remainder of this best of 7 for Secret. MBL is here for Aftermath. Nikov is here for Aftermath, so they could play in the next game. And then for Secret, Tato is here, so Tats could get in. And Slam, he was the one who wanted to do 18 GMT, so I don't see him in the game room. There's so many specs, but he was supposed to be here.
Tato, I hope we see him on Cross. And Slam, if Slam is here, I hope we see him on Arabia.
Yeah, for sure. I think Slam would have been a much better pick for Arabia.
Than Jordan.
Jordan's solid, dude. Jordan with a Night Civ, his boom was on pars with the Hearts. His fights weren't bad. It was just that he didn't have Doubt, right?
Yeah.
So honestly, I don't think Jordan's bad on Arabia. He's bad with a Civ that has to be super aggressive. He would be bad in Doubt's position, but I think that with Franks, you did solid. All right, so I had a ton of people. We have this amazing game here, and I had dozens of people saying, "You have the wrong flags." Sorry, guys. I didn't know who would be playing for each team. I'll adjust them now because I can see it's bothering.
What flags did you have?
I had Serbia and Spain for secret. So Doubt's from Serbia. Obviously, Jordan's not from Spain. So my bad, guys. My bad. I'll add Germany on here. It's probably all the Germans. That's who it was. And not sure who's playing with Leary next game, but I think Leary's staying in. I'm going to make a guess that it'll be MBL.
Nikov, probably?
Is it Nikov? Let's see.
For Scandi? I'd rather have Nikov.
Yeah, okay, well, I don't know who it'll be, but I'll add the flag once we get that. For now, I'll just leave Argentina up there. AceJohn56 says, can I add $100 to the prize pool? Yes, you can. So, guys, if you'd like to contribute to the prize pool, I put $100 of my own money down for this. Just donate saying that I'd like this to go towards the prize pool. If someone donated already today, you can say, hey, whatever I donated before, put that towards the prize pool. It's up to you guys. But as of now, it's like $106, I think, is going to the winner of this best of 7. Fenris, thank you. Onezo, thank you for 19 months. Tezaru, thank you for 9. Liz, thank you for the dono. Mr. General, I saw you saying in the chat that it's your first time here. Thank you for the sub, man. Mad Mike as well. Thank you, everybody. Figgle, thanks, guys. I want to see the 3v3s more than anything here. Scandi and Cross would be sick on 3v3. Ace John, thank you, man.
$100 to the prize pool.
You bet, man. Thank you, Ace John. Dave, what were you giggling at?
I was giggling because you said you donated $100 and that the prize pool was like $106.50 or something.
Wow, yeah, it's because Nilly said that someone on his stream donated $6. I was like, it's like, okay.
What a team effort, boys. What a team effort.
Oh, it'll be Leary and MBL for the next game. Thank you, everybody. Okay. This is awesome. Thank you. What a community.
And 10 to you, my man.
I almost put North Korea instead of Norway. That would have been a mistake. All right, so next game should be starting within a few minutes. The players are in the game room. As you guys know, expert players, it takes some time to get the game started. So, Daint says, I remember hearing about T90 Official back in the early 90s on the radio. It is awesome to finally see you live. Dead meme. It's not a dead meme. That's still my favorite thing on this stream. T90, I remember your podcast back in 1818 about rhinoceroses. Thank you for being here. People say the most
plural
ridiculous
of
things.
rhinoceroses
Rhinos?
is rhinoceri.
No, it's not. It's not rhinoceri.
Well, it is now.
Yeah, it is now. There is no Civ draft. It is free pick of Civs. They cannot reuse civilizations throughout the best of 7. There is no Civ draft.
So they can't reuse Civs they've picked.
They've picked,
they can
correct.
Reuse Civs
they've
that
picked.
Their enemy has picked.
Yes,
right, cool.
Yes. So
Franks is the only one that is across the board banned.
Yep, and then Incas is banned now for Secret, and Mayans is banned for Aftermath. But on a map like Scandi, I wonder what the picks will be. Bankruptcy! I don't know, man.
T90
828, thank you guys. You guys are the best. Thank you to all the new subs today. Thank you for putting into the prize pool. We wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be here casting if it wasn't for the top players. Never forget about that. This community would not have survived if it wasn't for the top players. And for you guys as well for watching. Thank you.
Do you go Mongols?
I was thinking Mongols.
Mongols, and I think you save Italians for full random, right?
Maybe, if you get there, though.
Maybe.
If you get there.
Yeah.
So I think you have to pick your strongest civs first because this could be over in 5 or 6 games. So,
Malians, Mongols, maybe? I don't know.
well, you probably want to have one person go ranged still, and then one person go melee. The water element won't be all that important. I mean, it will be important, but you won't be investing a lot of resources into Navy. It'll just be fires. So
when will you leak your 2K account to us, Dave Best Coach?
I love Mongols here because they hunt the extra boars faster, and also they have the Mangadai late game. But there's a lot of civs that could be used here, so I guess we'll have to wait and see. Yoshi, thank you, man. Thank you very much. So I'm considering switching to the quiet alerts. What do you guys think about switching to quiet alerts? They're my old alerts, so it's the old like Rocky Force Nothing alerts, but I think the quiet alerts might be better for this best of 7. No? Yes? Ah, yes, I'll update the score. Okay, we'll keep it on for now, and I guess I'll do a poll after game 2. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to game 2 of a best of 7 show match between Secret and Aftermath. Last time around it was Leary and, I forgot already. Leary and Hart playing for Aftermath, and they had a pretty convincing victory on Arabia. Doubt and Jordan did play last time. They didn't play the best, and they're playing again this time around. Leary's in the red. He's playing as the Malians, and then his ally is MBL. MBL is playing as the Aztecs. Up against MBL on his side is Jordan 23. He has chosen Spanish here, and then Doubt has gone Mongols. Dave and I were talking about what civ should players go for. We both mentioned Mongols, and Dave said Malians, so we were kind of correct here. We'll see how it plays out.
Pocket money. Take this.
But yeah, Dave, what are your thoughts on the map? Like Scandinavia in general, like what's it all about?
I like Scandinavia a lot. Like if you have the extra deer, the extra hunt, so you can go super aggressive with something like scouts pretty early, or you can forward dock your enemy's river. You can fish boom in yours and hope that you don't get forward docked.
Yep.
It's not too closed off, so you can wall, but there's always like ways to get around it, whether it's a transport ship or a couple petards or a forward castle or something. It's very diverse.
Yeah. It's even more exciting in team games, I think, because you have 2 people that can be and that means one person could maybe go for water, one person could go for a more aggressive play, while one person booms. I don't know. I think all the maps that we casted for ECL were exciting in round 1 because they had that water element and land element. Normally, you'll see players go for their unique units on this, which is why I find Spanish and Mongols very interesting. You wall up the choke points, you take advantage of the fish boom, and then you go to stone, and we could see Jordan on Conquistadors and maybe Doubt on Mangadai later on in this game. But let's look at the maps while we have the time to do that. Leary is currently losing a scout war to Doubt, so he has to run away from his base. His main gold and his main stone, that's forward and wallable, but not all that wallable. He has good wood lines in the back. He's docking now, so that's all good. Looking at his ally, MBL. MBL is going for a very forward wall, which would be great for his gold, great for his deer even, and good for that stone.
I wonder what MBL's plan here is with Aztecs, because if you see you're across from Spanish, do you just go crossbows and try and fight the conquistadors that way, or are you going for some YOLO monk push?
I don't know, man. I was about to get to that, because Aztecs don't have mobility that really plays out here against Spanish. Because if they go Eagles, yeah, you can't go Eagles versus Spanish if they're boomed anyway, right? So you could go with monks, but your monks can only do so much. Oh, MBL's going to try and lame this villager from Jordan that has loom. That has loom.
You might get it. Oh my god. MBL.
He's so good at this, man.
Get in there, bud.
The villager's not even moving.
Oh my god. He got it. How?
Oh, the villager moved 3 tiles that whole time. Unreal.
Jordan didn't really do it any favors with that scout either.
He didn't attack the eagle. That was what's weird. I think he was trying to block the eagle out there. maybe he just froze up because he didn't know what to do. But see, now MBL can keep his eagle here. That's the annoying thing because Dark Age eagles are stronger than Dark Age scouts.
Yeah.
And anyway, I think what you said about Aztecs will be a good talking point throughout the game. My guess is we see a very high eco approach from the Aztec player, and a lot of the aggression comes in from Leary, and MBL maybe goes for TCs earlier and a few monks, but mainly booms.
MBL struggling with his fish. He was idle for a long time, his first fishing ship, and now he's going to the farther fish.
Okay.
He's not that comfortable on water, I don't think.
He's not. Luckily, with the way the players are positioned, they could pretty much wall off the water so their opponents can't get to it. But everyone going for fishing ships. MBL probably had idle fish because he was focused on laming.
Yeah, for sure.
So he's actually said before that he thinks he plays worse when he lames because you have to focus on that instead of your economy. But he just
that's just his excuse for laming.
maybe.
It's like, no, it doesn't hurt you, it hurts me.
Dave's MBL voice is perfect. All right, well, Doubt and Leary have clicked up at the same time to feudal age, and so I believe it'll be scouts from both of them. Doubt building his barracks. He's on wood with 2 lumber camps. He has lots of sheep remaining, and he has the fish, so lots and lots of food coming in. And Leary, same thing pretty much, except he's late with the barracks. Oh, he's not that late actually. That timing will be okay.
They gotta be careful not to let Jordan just... Well, Jordan's gonna be fully walled.
Yeah.
They gotta be careful not to let him free boom here.
Yeah, but the thing is, what do you do against that, man? When someone walls up like Jordan is doing, normally what you do to stop them from booming up is tower them. But you can't really tower Spanish when they can build their towers faster. And they're going to be on stone anyhow if they're going for conks.
Look at the walls from MBL. Oh my god.
Yep.
Yeah, him and Jordan have the same game plan.
Just
wall
booming.
up.
Yeah.
Stay safe.
So we'll keep an eye on them later on. Leary is adding his stable, and so is Doubt's. And Doubt's walls are looking pretty good as well. All players are slowly getting the walls up, but Leary's definitely a bit more exposed at the moment.
Doubt also winning the scout war, so...
Yeah, where was that? I heard the dead scout, but I didn't see where it was.
It's to the right of Leary's base.
Ah, okay, I see it. Cool.
And Leary only with 4... Oh, he's got 4 fish. Okay, he's scouting with one of them. I thought he only had 3 there, but Doubt has 1 more.
Okay. Well, I think Leary will be full wall tune on the right-hand side. They could even try and go for a team wall. If Leary patrols some spears in the choke points, they could try and go for a team wall, but that's probably a bit extreme for now. Oh, and Leary's sending a Vil forward, Dave. He wants to dock secret side.
And Doubt is there with a scout.
The
but
3
it's
HP one. Yeah.
But if Doubt could just see that, now he's coming over with a villager. Is he going to be able to wall that in time? It's going to be real close.
Well, if...
That scout can take down the Vil and the scout from Doubt.
Yeah, it's on full HP.
If he walls this, that's a big play. Oh, don't go too far forward.
He's going to quick wall it. He quick walled it.
Got
He thought about this, so Leary's going to be... He's going to be annoyed at this.
No! Make the house! Oh my god, it was 8 HP.
Oh, wow.
So close.
So that villager has a wasted trip, and she'll have to head back. Nice play from Secret so far in game number 2. And Jordan's about to hit feudal age. MBL's already there, and MBL is adding archer ranges, Dave, so he will go for crossbows. And Jordan is on stone, so it will be conquistadors.
Yep. If MBL gets enough crossbows, that's fine.
Well, say goodbye to this villager. 2 wolves attacking her, and the scouts from Doubt are there. T90, woo! Doubt wants to steal the kill, though. Well, there's 5 wolves there! Holy crap! That's crazy.
She did.
She was gonna die regardless.
Oh my god, man.
All the wolves are hanging out there. They wanted a taste. So as the game goes on, I wonder when Doubt builds a castle. I've talked about this a lot recently. Castle Age Mangadai aren't all that good. However, you can't necessarily wait for Imperial Age and start creating them like you could in AOC. You almost need to create them earlier.
Leary is in such trouble right now. I think 2 Vils here. Oh, he's pulling up his Vil!
I don't know how Doubt didn't kill that. He should have just committed with those 2 scouts, but it's still good for him because he has now killed 2 of Leary's villagers. MBL will hit castle age a little bit earlier than Jordan, and he's going to have military before Jordan, because Jordan needs to build a castle for his. So that's the one good thing for Leary, is he'll have some support soon. But
if you're Jordan, do you build the castle near your stone on the left, or do you build it near your main gold on the right?
Maybe you delete some of the wall next to the houses on the right and build it in the choke point there. I think that's the best play.
But you have doubt on that side. I'd go forward.
Yeah, maybe, but before we even get to there,
Leary's dying.
Yeah, Doubt is killing Leary, and Leary has that one villager still walled in. This villager's gonna get killed. Nice job from Doubt to run past the villager. He should. Oh my god.
Oh my.
This
again.
This Leary kid. So now he has 2 weak villagers hiding in palisades.
And now Doubt is gonna lose. Well, he's running away with the scouts. So
Yeah.
he's saving some. Definitely a much better start for him. Look at 11 fishing ships to 6 from Leary. It's probably why he has more scouts.
Yep.
Out on the field, and Leary has one less villager as well.
Yeah. So again, good thing is that Aftermath will have a little bit more military. Leary hasn't clicked up yet, which is a huge deal. Okay, now he has, but crossbows, they have a time window to do some damage. Jordan's building his castle in a safe position. I guess it would have been dumb to build the castle where I said earlier, because MBL would have came in. So he builds it there. And Conquistadors will soon be on the way, but I like Secret's position a lot better, Dave.
I'd love to see Doubt send a villager across the middle with his scouts to make some fire ships in the opposing river.
Yeah, I see Leary's patrolling a fire on the shoreline, so that might actually be denied if Doubt goes for it, but it's always a wise move. MBL gets into Jordan's base. He signals where Jordan's castle is so his ally knows. And there's not much MBL can do. He has to leave the area and maybe go towards Doubt. But Doubt, he'll have knights. And look at his resources, Dave. 800 food, 500 gold, 600 wood. That's insane.
He made so many fishing ships. Look, he's up to 14 now. He just has, he just knows that.
Yeah. He's going to boom. Big time. Extra TCs immediately. There's one. There will be a second soon. And he's not going to 2 stables. He's just going for 1 stable. And it'll actually be on Jordan after a while to get the army numbers up, because Jordan will want to continue with Conquistadors, and Doubt will just want to boom towards Mangadai. Nice pick off from Jordan to pick off 2 of MBL's crossbows.
MBL's got to be super careful here. Well, Jordan's tossing away free HP, but MBL has to be careful not to get trapped.
Yeah.
Between these 2 players.
Yep. That's bound to happen if he sticks around for much longer. Leary can now send support, and Leary's going for 2 stable camels. So the good thing for Aftermath is that their compositions in Castle will be their compositions in Imp, most likely. Leary will probably be going Cavalier, Heavy Camel in Imperial Age, and MBL will probably go with Arbalest and maybe some Monks or something. But for Doubt, this is great because he has a lot of economy, and he's not being pressured. And he has a TC on stone, so eventually he'll go for Mangadai. He just can't afford to do that just yet. But there's not much that MBL and Leary can do at the moment with all the walls.
There's not too much that Doubt and Jordan can do either.
Yeah, this is true. This is true. MBL does have a Vil lead over Jordan, but that's normal because Jordan built a castle and MBL did not. They're looking for each other. Leary sees Doubt, he sees Jordan, and he'll probably signal. MBL has very little mobility, and he's chasing with the crossbows, but he's far away from this, so...
Jordan's gonna see that with a conch, I think. Maybe, no.
Okay.
Yeah, he saw the army.
Doubt has +2 on his knights. So I don't know if that's enough crossbows to take this fight.
Look at Doubt, man. Going for a 4th TC, not even adding a 2nd stable. Just
Yeah.
I just want to boom, get my Mangadai out, and then we'll be fine.
And I like the decision, because you could think, okay, Doubt has an advantage in economy. He should really press his advantage with 2 or 3 stables. Mongols get full upgrades on their knights and camels in Castle Age. But you have to think more long-term. And that's exactly what this build is. He's 7 vills ahead of Leary, and he'll probably even grow because he's going for the 4th TC. And
Like,
he
if
has 300 stone, so he'll soon build the castle.
If this is a stalemated game and you get late imp compositions, I'd much rather have Mongol Spanish than
Yep.
Aztec Malians.
I think MBL will hit imp way before Jordan, though. That's one thing I'm keeping in mind. Because Conquistadors are heavy on food and gold. Crossbows are not, and Aztecs, they have very strong eco. So MBL could have an early Imperial Age window with crossbows or skirms, and he loves his Atlatl skirms with Aztecs. So this is not over for Aftermath. They are behind, but they're still in this, and now they're chasing down the army from Doubt and Jordan, and Doubt and Jordan are going to use the hill, I guess, to their advantage. But nice micro from MBL, man.
He's got ballistics now. It's trouble for Jordan.
Ooh, Leary sent 2 monks forward. Doubt spotted them. And he'll kill them before they get any conversions. Jordan with his Conquistadors focusing on the crossbows. That's a
Really
great
great
fight for Secret.
That really hurts MBL if he's going for a fast imp,
Yeah.
losing all that army like that.
Well, I guess on the bright side, they did kill Doubt's Knights, but again, he probably won't create too much more. He's adding more stables now, so he'll add another wave, but eventually it will be Mangadai. I guess it's hard to judge. Like, when do you add the Mangadai? That's tough.
I like that Conquistador micro during that fight from Jordan. He didn't try and target units. He just got close.
Yeah.
You just got to get close to the crossbows, so your shots aren't missing.
Nice micro again from MBL. And MBL's going to click up soon, Dave. He's very close. He just needs some gold.
Jordan needs to not screw around with this fight.
Yeah, I think he needs to leave. Camels are strong here. Doubt's building his first castle. He's still heavy on stone, so he can build the second eventually. That's a good start to the engagement for Doubt, and they're just making sure MBL can't mass the units. That's what it is. But Secret have kind of lost map control now. So early imp could be a problem for them. Doubt takes time. It'll take him time to get the Mangadai rolling. And Leary and MBL, they're already on their ideal compositions. And MBL clicks up. Nice game here. I think if the civs were flip-flopped and they were in these positions, Secret would have a bigger lead. But while Mangadai are very strong in late game, I think that time window it takes to transition into them could hurt Secret here.
I mean, it's so slow. And MBL coming forward with 2 siege workshops on Jordan. So he's going to try and push with probably Arbalest Ram.
Yeah, and skirms as well. So it's tough. When you go up to imp this early, it's very tough to do everything that your save offers. So he's going to go Arbalest, Skirm, and Capped Ram, I guess, to start. But that's not a good engagement for MBL. Jordan's KD is pretty strong. 28 kills, 13 deaths. He's definitely been the best player, in my opinion, for Secret today so far.
He's got to get a counter to Rams out soon.
Yeah.
Or Doubt needs more units.
Well, if MBL wants to go skirms, he needs some Arbalest mixed in. Because Jordan could then just go for light cav or something to counter the skirm. So he needs to be careful, MBL, not to create too many skirms. Forward archer ranges for him. Here come the Rams. And Doubt clicks up to the Imperial Age first for Secret.
Jordan sees that too. He saw the siege workshops. He signaled it to
Oh,
Doubt,
wow.
so he knows what's coming.
He's on point today, isn't he, Jordan? He scouted
His
that.
micro has been so good here too.
Yeah.
It's been very nice.
And he does click up to the Imperial Age. So despite the heavy food and gold costs associated with Conquistadors.
And now the Knights coming over to that side too. It's so huge that Jordan saw that.
Yeah.
So big.
MBL is going for chainmail. Well, hold on a second. This is not what I expected. Is he going into pikes? Don't tell me he's going eagles. It might have been a misclick of some kind. I mean, it's just weird how he clicked chainmail before Bracer. That might have been a misclick. And Jordan and Doubt arrive, and this is the early imp army that MBL needs, and he's going to lose it all.
Yep.
Strong play from Jordan and Doubt. And Doubt will hit the Imperial Age well before Leary, just like with the Castle Age upgrade.
Bad for MBL.
Can Secret be stopped now? 2 castles for Doubt, probably a 3rd coming soon. Yeah, 3rd. He has the resources for it.
I can't hear you, son.
This is tough, man. You're there, right? Dave? Alright, I think we lost Dave. I was curious why you, like, sang that little song there. You guys can hear me, right? Dave's muted on my Discord. So, alright, we lost Dave. We lost Dave! Leary and MBL need to push Jordan, and Jordan knows that he's stonewalling up. And he's going into Paladin, okay. So instead of Conquistadors, he'll go into Paladin. That will take some time for him as well. Doubt has tons of Mangadai. He has the resources for elite Mangadai. And that's going to make things rough for Leary. I'm sure you guys know Farimba camels are very strong, but Leary, he doesn't have a castle yet. He doesn't have the resources for heavy camel, really. I guess he's close to that, but he doesn't have near as much saved up. Oh, nice little Maganel shot from Leary, but that won't worry Doubt. Doubt should be able to micro them down with elite Mangadai. He gets camel pickoffs for free. Jordan has the surprise of Cavalier coming, with which MBL might be able to deal with the pikes. But Doubt is way ahead of Leary on the right-hand side. I think Discord is dead. I'm gonna leave call and recall you, Dave. Testing? It says you're muted on...
Oh, that I can hear you again.
Okay, cool. Alright. You said, Tristan, I can't hear you, son. And for a split second, I thought, okay, is that a reference to a song I don't know or something? Like,
No.
Am I naive here? Okay, well, we figured it out. Dave's back.
Things are going well for Team Secret right now, I think.
Yeah, they are. And Doubt is adding his 4th castle now, which is just nuts. And he's going to go Hussar, I believe. So Hussar and Mangadai, it's going to be tough to stop.
He just has to make sure he doesn't lose this army, and as soon as he gets upgrades, should be fine.
So I know they're called Secret now, but these guys played under Tyrant for a very long time. And the one thing about Tyrant as... Ooh, is Jordan going to get into MBL's base? MBL, can he quick wall this? No!
No!
He
Oh,
fails it!
no!
Oh, jeez, that hurts so much. I'll still get to my point here quickly. Watching Tyrant for years and years now, they oftentimes fell behind, just like Aftermath is, and they were still able to come back. So let's see if Aftermath can bring this back. This certainly does not look good.
All the bodies on the side from Leary as well, and now, I mean, if Jordan gets into the woodline from MBL, it's basically over for him.
Yeah.
And he's helping out against Leary as well, sending some Cavalier forward, and Leary can't really fight this with camels.
Yeah. So many elite Mangadai, and now you see Doubt running to the shoreline, I guess. They want to block off the trade and take those extra golds.
And Doubt coming forward with that castle. That is aggressive.
It's an aggressive castle, especially when Leary just finished the Onager upgrade, but Doubt focuses down the Onager, just needs more Mangadai numbers here, and I think the castle will go up, and yeah, that's enough. His trebuchets are coming forward. Credit to MBL for still staying alive here. 150 pop. He's pushing Jordan, Dave.
Ouch.
But is it fast enough?
Doubt with some awful micro there, and I think the castle isn't going to go up for now, but it will in a few minutes.
Yeah, maybe. Well, Leary's the weak link for Aftermath now. He doesn't have Farimba, so just regular heavy camels, while it still works, it's not ideal. Yeah, the castle goes up. Team walls are being placed for Aftermath, but they still have that weak right-hand side. And that means they can't trade effectively, but no trade yet for Secret, and Jordan's
struggling here.
He's not creating anything.
He needs some onagers or bombard cannons. He might be banking on bombard cannons here. He's getting chemistry.
Yeah, I believe he wants to click Paladin, which is why he's not creating any units, but he needs to be careful. Yeah, he definitely wants to click Paladin. There's no other reason to not be creating units here. Yeah, and there's Paladin upgrade.
If he has Paladin onager, there's really nothing MBL can do against that.
Yeah, and while MBL's pushing, Leary's not. I don't think Leary can survive. Jordan doesn't need to win his side, he just needs to not die. And I think it's looking good for them. Because what can Leary really do here? Just camels versus Paladin and Mangadai? Yeah, that's not going to work. Did MBL get the lateral upgrade? He did. Yeah, MBL has the unique upgrade for his skirms.
MBL's doing the trash push right now. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. And Doubt's coming over to help now. This might be the turning point in this battle.
What's interesting is that the Mangadai, they won't do all that well here versus these lateral skirms. So
Jordan's got capped rams coming out though to soak up some of that fire.
yeah. MBL's also sending skirms over to help Leary. Paladin, Siege Ram, and Bombard Tower about to complete for Jordan. Those are huge upgrades, and Leary's TC is about to drop. I don't think Leary can take this fight. He knows he needs one soon, but he can't take that fight. Meanwhile, Jordan's still surviving here, but he does have Paladin completed, of course. If Jordan cleans up this just one wave from MBL, the game's over. Look at Jordan on the left of Leary's base. You see how he sent the Paladins immediately after MBL's skirms? Solid play from Jordan.
Yeah,
Perfect.
he was in that gold with a couple Paladins as well. And he's done a really, really nice job this game, holding and trying to push as well,
Yeah.
help his ally.
140 kills for Jordan and 67 deaths. And Aftermath knows Leary's going to die. As that TC goes down, Leary calls it GG. And game number 2 goes to Secret. I have to say, Dave, I know that Doubt, like, he had the most kills in this game, but I think that's because of the Mangadai. Doubt played well, but Jordan, he was so important to his team in this game.
I think it came down to them making more fish, to be honest.
Well,
Like,
feudal
Doubt had
age,
way more
for sure.
scouts.
Yeah.
Doubt had way more scouts, and well, MBL also, when Jordan spotted that forward with the 2 siege workshops and they cleared up that army, like, look how much damage MBL did with after losing that army. Imagine if you had it.
Exactly, yeah. There were a couple small things that really changed the game, and it came down to Jordan. The scouting of the forward, the micro with the conks in Castle Age. I think he had a 2-to-1 KD there.
Mhm.
But also, that all stemmed from Doubt's engagement versus Leary, where he picked off 2 of Leary's villagers. He walled that one choke point to stop Leary from getting the dock up. And, I mean, for a while, Leary had idle villagers walled in and trapped. So both players played very well. There's the KD for you. And the eco stats Doubt with that 4, might have been 5 TC boom. Had more of every resource. And we're going to move on to game 3 now, which will be a 2v2 again.
Cross.
And it'll
Let's
be
go.
cross, correct. So for Secret, everyone is here except for Viper. So Doubt and Jordan, Slam, Tato, and then for Aftermath, all their players are here. They can sub in and out if they would like, or they can keep the same players. There's no restrictions on it.
I'd like to see Tato for 2v2 cross.
Yeah, I heard something weird. That because of the heat wave in Spain, Tato cannot play. But he was streaming earlier, so that doesn't make much sense.
Is his computer like, he needs some frozen french fries, man. That's what,
Get some frozen.
that's where it's at.
Yeah, but honestly, I don't think that you can sub out Jordan and Doubt here. They played really well last game. So maybe because of that, they stay in. They're feeling it. And then MBL comes out for Nikov. Leary comes out for Nikov. I don't know. It's hard to say who is the problem. It was just better played from Secret.
Well, I mean, it was pretty even between MBL and Jordan, but
Yeah.
Doubt in the mirror match, or not mirror match, but,
Though,
you know, scout v scout.
correct, yeah. So I did turn on the quiet alerts. Those watching the stream, I feel like that's much better because I was getting distracted. As much as I appreciate your support, I want to focus on casting the games here, but I'll give shoutouts in between games. Mr. Eldry, thank you for 13 months on tier 2. King Slushy, thank you for 9 months. Noob Edge, thank you for 3. Nanashi, thank you for 4. And Byzantine Shimmer with 20 months. You're 4 months away from 2 years. Wow. Literal Grill, thank you. And Lento, thank you for the primes. Thanks, guys. Really appreciate it. Once again, if you'd like to contribute to the prize pool, which now is at around $300, you can donate to the stream and say to the prize pool. Simple as that.
That's pretty good.
Not bad.
Getting some money.
Not bad,
Getting
yeah.
Some moolah here for the players.
Yeah, if there's 4 players playing, a $300 split is a lot more reasonable than $100. So
Tristan, guys, Tristan's taking like an 80% admin fee though on that prize pool.
80% admin fee, yeah, because of all the work. Because I
Yeah.
casted the games, I take 80%. Sorry.
I kind of hosted the game room and then gave it to someone else.
I messaged the players ahead of time, so
Yeah.
there's a lot of work. Honestly, I've been trying to do this for a long time. So I was speaking to Aftermath and Tyrant about doing an Aftermath and Tyrant show match with like $500 on the line. This is before Secret existed. But scheduling with players can be really tough, especially when you need 8 people there and when people don't respond to your messages. So that never happened. And then LOS and Aftermath was supposed to be last week, and that couldn't happen. So finally we got Secret and AM. So I've been doing my best. Captain Multiverse, I'm doing good, man. Welcome, everybody. Make sure to say hello. I'll see you in the chat. So you had mentioned it before. You said that you think Secret is better on non-Arabia, and that's exactly what happened in Game 2.
Yep.
But Leary, this was weird, man. I know his base was kind of open, but he could have walled that off earlier. He could have definitely played the last game safer. So he will probably be kicking himself that he didn't do that.
I feel like Arabia, you have to think about the now, and on other maps, a lot of other maps anyway, you have to think about the future.
Good way of saying it. I agree. And if Doubt would have taken losses in Feudal Age last game, then I don't think he would have been able to get to that ball of Mangadai. Because he would have had to make a lot of Knights and Camels in Castle Age, and that's not something he would have wanted to stick with in Imp. So
Nate Weir, I see you, bud. I see you, man. I saw you the other day too. He's got my back for years now.
I see that. Yeah, I see that. Good to see you here, Nate. Shoot, what was I going to say? Yeah, with especially when it's not mirror civs, there's different power spikes at different times. And I felt like the later that game went, the stronger the secret civs would be. Whereas Aftermath, they had those early power spikes in Castle Age, they had the early power spikes in Imp, but that was about it.
Mm-hmm.
Next game hasn't started yet, though, chat, so we have some time.
You know, last game, what was probably happening in their team speak as well? I could see it right now. You know, when Leary was being pushed by like 2 players?
Yeah.
It's probably like, I'm 2v1! And MBL's like, oh, just hold. I kill all. I kill all.
Oh god, that was a bad time to drink water. I almost spit all over my PC.
I've heard them say that stuff so many times.
I kill all. So true, man. Now for Secret in game 1, Doubt would be whining the whole time that it was Jordan's fault. Well, it was definitely Doubt's fault. He was like, come on, Jordan. And Jordan's like, I'm doing my best, man. You shouldn't have died. I love how, like, the best teams in this game are still a bunch of whiners. Like,
I know.
I expected their comms to be more professional for big tournaments. For Battle of Africa, I asked Viper what it was like, and he said that he was considering losing more games because he didn't want Doubt to brag. I was like, wait, what? 14th Ranger says, do you know who your oldest sub is? Yes, Dave. Dave.
I'm the very first sub, all right?
Very first sub.
No one can take that away from me, you degenerates.
Hey, who's the first sub on your stream, Dave? Oh, wait, you didn't tell me, so I couldn't be the first on your stream.
He's banned anyway, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I'm still pissed about it, though.
Yeah.
Screw you, Ducks. Screw you, man.
Yeah. Try stopping by one of these times, Ducks. See what happens.
All right, guys, game 3 between Secret and Aftermath is here. Oh, and Nikov's been subbed in. I didn't see that. Okay.
That's a good pick.
I think it's a good
love
pick
me
as
some
well.
Nikov. I'm stoked for this. Let's go.
Game 3 between Secret and Aftermath. This is a best of 7 and is currently 1-1. For Aftermath, we have Leary in the green. He's playing as the Burmese. His ally is Nikov, who's playing in the blue, playing as Japanese. Up against Nikov in the yellow, we have Doubt. Doubt has chosen the Malay. And then in the red, we have Jordan 23, and Jordan 23 is Japanese. I have
What?
Dave co-casting, and take it away, man.
How did Doubt has a waterfront property here? I've never seen someone that close to the lake in Cross. That's cheating. It's no idle time to get there.
No
And
idle
you
time to
can keep
get
it
there,
safe.
and also, it's very easy to keep it safe because the wall off doesn't have to be as extreme.
Yeah, and you'll have melee docks as well. So if they try and sneak a dock there, you're probably gonna see it because of that ridiculous line of sight.
Well, Doubt using the hacks. We'll see how it goes. I find Malay an interesting pick, though. We'll talk more about that, I guess. I want to look at the maps first, and then we can discuss the civs. It's just the openness of the maps that can be awkward sometimes, and the front of Leary's base, he can't really wall, so that would be a problem for him, I think. Nikov, he can wall between his wood lines in front of the gold, so that's good, and then to the pond. We already talked about Doubt Space. Doubt Space is solid with the pond anyway. If he doesn't protect his main gold, he's in trouble because his second and third are forward, but I don't think he'll complain all that much. And then Jordan...
Nikov taking 2 sheep from him as well right now.
Okay, I see that. And then Jordan has 2 back golds and a back stone, which is very strong.
Jordan's map, he can also like wall really easily.
Yep.
See how it's all connected there? Like, and his TC's in the middle. So if he walls between the water and the wood line, he literally secures his entire base by walling that little tile, that little gap.
And he'll probably do that. Now, Leary has a scout patrolling next to that pond, so he's probably looking for a villager, but Jordan, he has a scout there waiting. You know what's... I get Japanese. Japanese is a really strong pick here because of the fishing armor, and they're very flexible with everything they do now in the game. But Malay is interesting to me. What are your thoughts on that, Dave?
Malay has... There's 2 things. So when you get the fishing ships up and rolling, you can supplement your economy more with the food. So it benefits the faster uptimes because you have a more stable economy behind those faster uptimes. And the harbor or the docks for you and your teammate having the line of sight is really nice, in my opinion.
And normally when you add fish, now that's the norm on this map, but when you do add fish, it slows down your feudal time. And so it's kind of a risk because of that. If your opponent were to come forward... Oh, Nikov is going to steal Doubt's boar. Okay. So as we watch this, I'll continue talking. It slows down your feudal time to add fish, but it also helps you later on in the game. So maybe with Malay, because you advance faster to the next stage, it's not as much of a risk to go for the fish boom.
How much you want to bet Nikov still gets this boar even though
I think he'll still get it.
We'll see. He's by the wolf,
the
wolf is going to give him line of sight.
Yep.
That's so cheeky, man. Find another animal.
Here, I'll go to Gaia's point of view. So what Dave's referring to, there's a video on, I'm sure people can link. What Dave's referring to is that since Wolf has Gaia point of view and boars have Gaia point of view, even if you run very far away from the boar and you're next to a wolf, you're good. As long as Gaia sees this scout, the boar will continue to chase. And
he's taking it to Leary?
It seems like, there's a cliff there. That'll make it awkward.
Doubt's got the right strat here. Just attack the scout.
Yeah, hit the scout as much as possible, and then right around now you want... Right around now you want that boar to be stopped. So good job.
It's so far away, though.
Yeah.
Like, Doubt won't get that in Feudal Age. Or in Dark Age, I don't think.
Ooh, is Nikov going to try... Is he going to hit it one more time? He was thinking about it. He was definitely thinking about it, and now he's going to run back to Leary's base. So, that did hurt Doubt. He has no food underneath his TC.
It does not want to go back either. It doesn't want to go back. It likes this hill.
Does Leary see that? Oh, I guess Leary doesn't know it's there. Ooh, and Leary's going to kill Jordan's scout. Jordan forgot about it. Man, that boar is just hanging out.
Doubt is waiting for that thing to come back.
Oh
man,
he liked it.
It's not even worth it at this point.
No.
But it is important to point out that he did lose 2 sheep and a boar.
Yeah, and is Nikov gonna hit this?
Oh my god!
Run!
No! Even uphill.
Rip. Oh, what a fail. He only had time for one hit.
Losing your scout on cross is not a good look.
Yeah, I guess as long as you have your base scouted, which he really doesn't, then would
Doubt's getting woo-wooed.
Doubt's getting
with the
woo-wooed.
wall villager, and he just did the palisade trick with it too.
And he failed. Oh, God. This is just a disaster for Doubt with his economy. He saves the villager at least, but Doubt is forever Dark Age at this point. Both Aftermath players are about to be in Feudal, and Jordan hasn't even clicked up.
Well, if Doubt clicks up, he's going to be there really fast with melee. So.
Yeah. They're team walling secret, and I think that they have the better base for the walls, as we discussed. Yeah.
See, look at Doubt's pawn. That's the melee. Go to his line of sight.
Yeah.
No, ain't nobody sneaking any docks on there.
This is true. And he has wall-offs on the right-hand side because there's that one potential area, but he just has the fish boom for a long time and wall up. And, oh! Nikov's coming forward, towers, and man-at-arms.
So is Leary. So is Leary. Same thing for both players.
Wow.
That's crazy, man. That's so aggressive. Both players going for a forward man-at-arm.
I love it. I absolutely love it. Doubt, he won't be able to wall much more here because Nikov's tower will be completed. Nikov can then kill the villagers walling up. Doubt has not clicked up, Dave. He's not even close.
And, well, he lost a boar and two sheep.
Yeah.
And Leary is docking the pawn from Jordan. Jordan's going to be in Feudal Age, I think, right as this dock goes up, so maybe he makes fires. He can definitely see it.
Yeah. Good thing for Doubt is his main eco is fish, and that will be safe. However, he has no way to stop the tower push, and he'll lose access to his main gold. Remember, his second and third golds are forward, so if a tower goes up here, Doubt can't do anything for gold this game. He's in big trouble.
Yep.
And Leary's Burmese. So going to stone this early is amazing because eventually you can build a castle in Castle Age as the game progresses and spam those Erembi.
Now, if you're Doubt, do you just keep walling up here, hoping this will get better and go forward with some military?
I don't think you have much
Scouts?
of a choice. I think you have to survive if you're Doubt, and the gates are helping him do that right now. Oh!
The quick walls from Jordan are unreal, too.
Oh, no Doubt! Don't open the gate, man! Oh. It's not the end of the world because only one man-at-arm got through, but Doubt can only build one tower. This is a disaster.
Wall him in there, make a demo, kill everything.
I'd love to see that.
Force him into a choke point.
Obviously, Doubt didn't watch our co-op challenge.
Obviously not.
He didn't lose any more vills, luckily, and he will get his tower up. But this is not pretty. Nikov's just waiting for the stone so he can build another tower.
Make a demo, Doubt.
Nikov's micro's been so good as well. He used his vills to kill one of Doubt's vills. Close to killing another one. And if he towers here, if this tower goes up and stays up for Nikov, that ranges the fish.
Oh my god, if he had made a demo.
Demo would have been sick.
Juiciest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah. Will the tower go up for Nikov? He has to be careful. There's really no escape for him. It should go up, and he'll lose one vill. He loses two. Yeah, he went too far in here.
Too deep.
In too deep, and Leary has not progressed any further at Jordan's base. So things have kind of stabilized for them. Jordan will look to click up to the next stage. It's also worth pointing out Jordan's fish were safe. What about
Still,
Doubt?
Doubt's eco, I mean, forcing a market down with 6 villagers is a very me kind of thing to do.
Yeah, yeah. Well,
I'm not sure that's the best.
well, look at his food count, though. 750 food. And he could sell some wood. Yeah, he could sell some wood to click up to castle and then maybe go for a siege workshop and push the towers back. And Jordan will probably click up soon as well. The problem...
Really great job from Jordan here. He defended on water and he was walling behind that push at the same time.
I think the problem is Leary and Nikov also had free fish boom. So Leary will soon click up once he finishes his market at home. Nikov, he's not far away, so it's not as though that advantage will be all that huge for Jordan and for Doubt. But they've survived the initial attack.
Is Leary on stone as well? No. So he's not going into Erembi yet.
Yeah, I'll be curious to see if he builds a mining camp at home, because he only has 3 villagers forward on stone. That won't be enough.
Yeah.
Maybe he builds a mining camp at home next to the lumber there. because he doesn't even have a barrack staves. Oh, he does have one, I'm sorry. So maybe he could go for, I don't know, a few knights first? Elephants? We shall see. Nikov clicks up, and he's building an outpost forward. Just wants to see what Doubt can do. And that tower's not going to happen for Nikov. In fact, he doesn't see Doubt's building a counter, so those villagers could get picked off if Nikov's not careful.
Yeah, going in beside the water like that for Nikov, maybe he should have tried to force his way through the right side of the base.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about trapping all your military behind Doubt's eco.
Ooh, the villagers! Well played, Doubt. So well played from him. Can he kill that villager?
Yep.
Wow. Doubt has... It wasn't pretty, but
Man,
considering he doesn't have gold, Doubt has done a good job here.
I've been watching this for the last 5 minutes. Leary repairing the frickin' dock in Jordan's pond. He's been there for 5 minutes repairing the dock. He always comes out with more fires.
Yeah.
And Jordan is forced to invest, all with one villager.
I think he needs to give up on it now. There's far too many fires there for Jordan, but we shall see. Jordan is adding knights, and this is a sneak base for Jordan with his villager on the left. Leary's probably expecting to see any knights run by, and Leary has no clue that those stables are there, and here come the knights for Jordan, and there's exposed farmers for Leary right there. Leary could lose all 3 of these villagers. He wasn't expecting this. I like it. And Doubt gets
Leary
his gold
going for
back.
elephants as well. Interesting.
It's really not looking good for Leary. He'll lose, I
No.
guess, 2 villagers in the end. He might lose another one to the right of his TC to Jordan's scout.
Ooh, this is interesting. Nikov is going forward with 2 monasteries. Doubt is going into elephants, but I don't know how serious he is about the elephant decision.
Yeah.
I think that was just to clear up the towers.
Yeah, it's
So,
an early castle age
And the
thing.
castle from Nikov in Doubt's base. See, there's no way he's getting that down. I see the foundation in Doubt's base.
Well, he doesn't know about the walls on the right,
Yeah.
so he has to run right by Doubt's elephants, which he could convert. This is potentially a Doubt castle against Doubt. Pikes and monks, though. If Doubt doesn't wall this off, I think Nikov could get that up. Doubt needs to quick wall with this villager. Oh,
Man, Leary's...
Can he make it through?
He's trying, man. He's gonna get through, but I Doubt can counter that so easily, right?
I don't know, man. This is crazy.
Doubt with the gate! Doubt with the gate, but it's a diagonal gate.
Yeah,
you can just go right through
Diagonal gates won't work. This is a crazy game. This is kind of hard to follow. Leary took some big losses to the knights, but he's at least stabilizing and making a lot of elephants. And there's the castle
might
for
go
Nikov.
down.
And Doubt has to build his
That
own.
castle will go down. Oh my god! Castle war!
And how perfect is it that the boar is right there between them? The boar has
Oh, it's
seen...
gonna be so close.
I think both will go up. And then...
That boar's seen some shit, man.
Exactly. Both will go up and then probably petards. But Nikov didn't have near as many villagers building his, so he loses a few villagers beforehand. Immediate siege workshop from Nikov. Doubt he can't really collect his gold all that safely here, and he goes for a siege workshop too. What a game we have. This is messy. Very messy.
Yeah, and I've been watching Leary's base as well. Jordan was running around with knights. It looks like a zoo in Leary's base right now. There's like elephants everywhere. And he finally cleared up the raiding knights, so he's going to come forward.
Oh, knights from Jordan coming over next to Nikov's monks, and Nikov didn't see that. Jordan ran away because he expected to lose his knights, but he could have killed those monks. It's just as I was thinking, maybe both players send their army to the right-hand side.
And both players making petards as well to the castles. They're both players making rams. These castles are going to be very, very weak.
Well, Doubt's castle is weaker at the moment, but it's close now after he sent that petard out. And both players have 2 petards queued up. Both players have 2 rams. It will soon be... Or sorry, it's 1 ram for Nikov. Soon be 2
Did
for Doubt.
a petard killed that boar, I think. That's a shame.
Yeah, it's a shame. He was never going to last, man. He was never going to last. Both players can no longer garrison their villagers. And this is looking good for Doubt.
Doubt's petard is on the other side. It's on the wrong side.
I don't think it matters, though, because his castle's
Shoot
being
it.
repaired. And since his castle's being repaired, he'll kill Nikov's castle, and he'll keep his up. So well played, Doubt, once again. And meanwhile, Jordan has a few knights and scouts in the back of Nikov's base. Nikov's losing multiple villagers. Secret are looking strong in game 3.
Mm-hmm. And Jordan has so many monks ready to counter those elephants.
He does. Yep, and he's Japanese, and he could go pikes as well. Total population as a team, way better for Secret. 100 population for Jordan, 85 for Doubt. It is 60 for Nikov, and 88 for Leary. And who knows what Leary can do with all these elephants now. They could just get converted.
Well, important to note that AM has the map control.
Yes.
So it'll take Secret time to push out.
Yep.
And time to do damage, and maybe the economies even out in that space. And now Leary coming in with the light cav, and Jordan forced to run away with his monks for the time being.
This is awkward for Jordan. I like the light cav addition for Leary. He probably needs a few more in here. He's not stopping with the aggression. Mangonel, battering ram. These elephants idling the TC, picking off villagers. They could kill the TC pretty quickly. So Jordan needs a response to this. Look at Leary with the light cav. Just letting Jordan know that he's waiting for those monks. The TC's gonna go down. And a lot of villagers can die.
So strong, but I feel like Jordan should have been a bit more aggressive with his monks here.
Yeah, he could have tried to get a conversion or two, especially when he was next to his main town center. But he has to leave that area. He lost, what, 7, 8 villagers, maybe more? And Nikov's not done on the front. He's going into crossbow now, and he still has a few monks. And Doubt will go into crossbow too, and Doubt has clicked up to the Imperial Age, Dave.
He's gonna have Arbalest, and I don't think he can afford Arbalest and Karambit, but we'll see.
Yeah, Arbalest is a nice move. It kills the monks, and he'll obviously have more range than Nikov. And Nikov's not even close to clicking up to the next stage. He'll probably get more villagers in time, but I think Doubt will have a really strong push here. He already has a castle for Trebs.
There's 5 Leary elephants chasing 1 villager, and the villager's about to run into wolves.
That is value, though. That is value for Jordan.
That is value.
And he gets 1 conversion. He gets 3 conversions! 3 conversions, and he has the pikes here for what elephants Leary has remaining. Well played, Jordan 23, to distract the original group of elephants, and then get conversions and kills there.
Leary is 100 stone away from a castle. I wonder if he will opt for a forward castle.
I don't know. I think
It's difficult.
I think at this point you need to build the castle defensively, but we will see.
Great play from Nikov to wall off. Those rams were coming in towards his TC. He knows he just has to delay.
Yeah.
And he sees that Doubt is imp, and really great house walls and stone wall as well.
Well, Nikov's going to need some help. He's going to need Leary here, and
it's coming over.
I think Leary can just go elephants, right? 250 HP, high pierce armor. Could even go for the unique upgrade, in all honesty. Still not going to be easy, because then it's forever Castle Age for Aftermath, and with this many Arbalests, the elephants are dying anyhow. Jordan could send some help in the form of pikes or his own knights, but I think Jordan will just boom beyond this, and Doubt, he's trebbing down that TC, and there's not much Nikov can do about it.
Yeah, they need to delay right now. Keep Doubt busy here as long as possible.
Leary's about to click up to Imp, actually. I thought he would continue to create units. He's making skirms, he's building that castle, and if he sells some food, he can click up to the Imperial Age himself. But Jordan has also clicked up, and Nikov is simply too far behind to do so. So soon, 2 will be an Imperial Age for Secret, and just 1 for Aftermath. And by the time we get there, Nikov will have lost more and more of the forward production buildings he needed. He's rebuilding more that he's just going to lose, Dave.
Yeah, he's got to delay. Just delay as long as you possibly can.
This is so good for Doubt. He has the fish traps now, which I'm sure you'll appreciate. He has a castle going up on that hill. Nikov is adding elite skirmisher. He needs something, so he has the right idea. But is that something enough? Maybe the power of the Burmese. Maybe Leary, 92 villagers, 12 fishing ships. Maybe he could push out back with the elephants. But that's not that's not going to be easy when Jordan will be in Imperial soon as well. I got to credit Jordan and Doubt once again, man. They both got forwarded. They defended well. The only bad thing about Doubt's base was the golds, and he's getting them back now. And I don't see what Nikov's response can be beyond Castle Age Elite Skirmisher. Okay, he clicks up to Imp, but more villagers going down. This is so good for Doubt.
Yeah, I mean, the only way I think they can win this is if Jordan doesn't push Leary and Leary somehow traps Stout's army and kills it, and then they can push back. But I mean, that's a big assumption considering Jordan is going to have something to say about that.
Yeah. And the beautiful thing about Doubt's position is the second he sees skirms, he can already fight them because of the upgrades he has. Yeah, they call it GG. But let's say that he saw a big ball of skirms, he could add Krambits versus skirms. So Secret take game number 3. It is now 2-1 for Secret without Viper today. It was a great game. It was an aggressive play from Leary and Nikov, but the stronger economies, the fish boom, I think, for Jordan and Doubt won them this game. That's why it's a risk for both players to go forward like that. I can understand one person going forward, but both is a bit too risky.
Leary was doing fine against Jordan. I think Nikov just made a mistake going into the back of Doubt's base. Like, he had already hurt him enough, and he wanted to, like, put the screws to him. But getting 5 villagers killed on that tower in the back for free, basically, and then losing 2 more when he tried to tower the front again, not a great look.
He honestly could have built another tower on the left of the gold. He didn't have to run along the shoreline there. I agree. And also after that, he took losses. So I can appreciate the YOLO castle because at that point he was already behind. But the feudal age is really what lost this game for Aftermath. There's the KD for all those who are wondering. The eco stats Doubt with 14,000 food. He really didn't have a lot of farms. There's a lot of fish. And we're going to move on to game 4. We are done with the 2v2s for the day. It will be 3v3s next, and game 4 will be Arabia 3v3. All right, so the score is now updated. I'll let you guys know who's playing in a second once they get the players up. I'm going to give a shout-outs now. Jam Vanderlof, thank you very much for 8. Pokemaster, thank you very much, man. I'll definitely keep it up. Rusty Shackleford, thank you. Thank you guys for supporting what I do. Thank you for the new subs. Thank you for the resubs. You're the best. Viper is not here. Viper is not here. No Viper today. But Slam is here, and Tato is here, so one of those two.
I want to see some different players for Secret. I want to see some mix-up here.
Well, we'll get one more at least.
Oh, yeah, for the 3v3s. Yeah, we're in the 3v3. Oh, I'm hyped now. Let's go.
Yeah, so 3v3 Arabia, then 3v3 Scandi, then 3v3 Cross. So we see the same maps just with 3v3s. Again, guys, they cannot reuse civs that they've already picked as a team. So no Japanese, no Burmese, no Mayans, no Franks for Aftermath, no Malians, and no Aztecs. So MBL's coming in for Aftermath, and still no sign of who it will be for Secret. But hold on.
Oh, MBL, Hart, and Nikov and Leary.
4v2.
4v2. Oh, man, we just said that at the same time.
Did we?
Yeah, it reminded me of that one game. Who was FedEx? And,
it was Camels or something, wasn't it?
No, it was. And FedEx is coming forward.
Oh,
and we said it
at the same time, and we didn't even realize until someone commented on YouTube that
the
that was
same
the case.
intonation.
Yeah,
everything.
Yeah, that was. We took a break after that. We didn't cast together for about 3 weeks after that, just so it wouldn't happen again.
Yeah.
Bunker Boy donated $40. He said 20 for the prize pool, 20 for T90, $0 for Dave. Get wrecked, bud. Wow, you didn't have to say it, man. Now I have to deal with all his moodiness.
I don't need your dirty money.
Bunker Boy, thank you. And to the others who are supporting the prize pool and myself today, thank you guys. You're the best. So, it'll be back to Arabia, and if our theory holds true that Aftermath would be better on Arabia, they could tie this up here. And I want this to go to 7 games. So.
Oh yeah, for sure. I do too.
Yeah, 7 games is always better.
7 games is my shit.
Draps89 says, can Dave tell us the story of how he found your stream initially? I actually never heard this story. I'm pretty sure I know how it goes, but...
We had a WhatsApp group with a bunch of Age of Empires people, like, notable Age of Empires people. Not streamers or anything, but, like, people in the community.
Yeah.
And, like, we used to be on TeamSpeak all the time, talking to each other. And then, I don't know who the fuck brought you in. You were, like, the third wheel on this thing. And then someone messaged our group saying, oh, this T90 guy is streaming. You should go watch him because he's American caster, blah, blah, blah. There weren't that many American casters. And then I played a 1v1 migration against you. I remember that.
Damn,
then
I don't remember that at all.
history from there, yeah.
What I remember is the first regular viewers on my stream, when I'd average around 5 viewers, was Vicious Marauder, who's Dave, Smarthy, Hardy, and 1 or 2 others. I forget the exact timing of it all, but yeah, these guys were my first Twitch trolls, my first Twitch viewers.
We were watching you because like there was no American casters.
There were very
like,
few
no
casters
American
in general. Yeah.
Or Canadian. Like everyone was Euro trash.
Yeah.
So we're like, oh, okay, we'll watch this guy. And then you seem pretty nice. And then we were like, how can we corrupt him? I'm still working on that one.
Still working on it. It's been 3 years. Yeah. All right, for those wondering, Slam hops in for Secret. So 3v3 Arabia coming up next. Hart, MBL, and Nikov versus Doubt, Jordan, and Slam. This will be game 4 of a best of 7 show match. As of now, we're around 350, 400-ish for prize pool. Should actually message that to the players, but I guess it's too late. I'll tell them afterwards. It'll just be a pleasant surprise afterwards. Zero Empires, no, the latest balance patch will not be used by players until it's out of beta. So recently there were new balance changes pushed, but I believe it's on beta in HD, and once that goes live, then it will go live for the top players on the Voobly platform. Everything will be updated here. I messaged Slam initially, and I said, hey man, I want to get you in a show match with your team. Can you play? And he said 18 GMT. So for the first 3 games, he didn't play. It's like, wait, hold on. Slam was the first person I spoke to, and he's just specking the whole time. But yeah, it's good to see him in action.
We need to see Chris again. I know this is
I
random.
miss Chris, dude. Chris?
I watched the Doubt interview yesterday for the first time.
Yeah.
And he was talking about how he matched up against Chris, and then they would go back and forth and stuff.
Yep.
I want Chris's perspective on that situation. I want an interview with Chris.
Chris would say that he beat Doubt every time, and when he or when he didn't beat Doubt, that he was, some ridiculous excuse, like his cat kept. I don't know. I miss Chris, and I feel like Chris is a lot of the viewers here don't know who Chris is. Chris is a Age of Empires 2 legend, similar to Doubt. I think if Chris knew what the scene was like now, he would come back. I wonder if he's watching somewhere.
He might be busy with like life and stuff too.
Yeah.
Like he's in his 30s, right? So you have responsibilities that crop up.
But anyway, Chris and Doubt, before Viper came along, it was just Chris, Doubt, Chris, Doubt, Chris, Doubt. And that was for a better part of a decade. I think Chris has won more Age of Empires 2 tournaments than anyone, just because Chris and Doubt, maybe? Because they've been around for so long.
And whenever he goes inactive and comes back, it takes him I don't know, 10 games to be relevant again.
Yeah.
His style isn't about speed or anything. It's just about, I don't know. I don't know what it is about.
Well,
patience.
That's why I want to see Chris, because the meta has changed now. So you have Riot, who's finally getting up to full strength, I think. He's 2K4, 2K5-ish now. Jordan, it took a while, but I'd say over the last 6 months, Jordan has really shown how good he is, because he's done a lot better than he did when he first came back. Fiage even, he's getting up there. Like, all these classic players, it took time for them to adapt to the meta, and some didn't adapt at all. So I'd like to see Chris, but I don't know, man. The way he went out of the community made it seem like he'll never return.
Yeah, we'll see.
But you never know. Nika, of all the players here, Jordan said he was done with the game. He came back. MBL has said he's been done with the game at least 3 dozen times. And he's
A
here.
week.
Nikov also said he was done with the game, and he uninstalled the game, and he was back in 3 months. So I think when you're an expert Age of Empires 2 player, you can never truly leave. Jacob, the scoreboard is updated. Scoreboard is updated, guys. Everything should be good to go. Fox the Nod says, OMG, I'm actually here for a T90 live stream. What's up, man? Guys, if you're new to the stream, say hello. If you've been here for a while, screw you. I don't care.
Don't do that, man. You know what happens. All the, like, 10-month sub badge. Hello. I'm new. So
well,
clever.
now it's definitely going to happen, man. Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, there we go. Just kidding. Just kidding. No, screw you. What's up, guys? Hey, Clavsk, it's good to see you. Gold Pipe, thank you for the 10. He said, for the prize pool, what is it at right now? Well, I have to add it up afterwards, Gold Pipe, but I think we're around 350, 400. To anyone else who might be casting this, they might also be getting some funds together for a prize pool, so it's a decent chunk of change. Thank you, man, for contributing. Thank you, everyone, for the subs today. Your little contributions with subs to the stream allows me to do this. I really appreciate you all. I'm blessed to be able to do this. And game's going to start. Game is going to start, finally. I guess we could have used that time to talk about civs, but it's still so tough when there's so many civs remaining. We really needed a list of civs they could and could not use. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to game number 4 in the Secret vs. Aftermath Best of 7 show match. Game 1 was a very convincing win for Aftermath, but game 2 and 3 were strong wins for Secret. So here we are, 2-1. Secret is up a game and is now 3v3.
Before you get started,
yeah.
Is there Rees in this?
I didn't have any conversations with players about Rees, so I'm going to just assume no. Good point, though. Good point. So no restarts. I'll start with Aftermath, and I was just mentioning what civs will they pick, because they can't use civs they've used already in this show match. Hart is a flank. He's playing as Indians. Nikov, he's pocket. He's playing as Chinese. And then MBL is Huns as the other flank. So very strong positions and civs for Aftermath. They know they need a victory. In the red, for the other team, we have Chinese Jordan. He's the flank. Pocket is Doubt. And he's... I was wondering where this was going. Yeah. Doubt is Mayans and he's pocket. And then Slam is Indians as flank. Yeah, good point. Good point. Because you wouldn't want Mezzos to be pocket ideally.
That's why I was asking about the Re. Yeah, I mean... It's just ugly when you see you have a 3v3 because the guy in the middle is supposed to support, right?
Correct.
3v3s are way more complicated than 4v4s in my opinion.
They are.
Because the dude in the middle has to decide which player is more important, which side is he needs to be on more. And with Mayans,
you don't have mobility.
You don't have knights.
Yeah. You can go feudal eagles, but that doesn't do too much versus your opponent's scouts. So, yeah, you're right. Having a mezzo pocket is always a big talking point in 3v3s. Now, if they were to pause the game and message me and be like, hey, are there any Rees? At this point, I'd be like, yeah, sure. But, I think
no, it's doubt pocket mezzo civ. I want to see that. Well, you say no to that.
Well, let's talk about what you should do. Because really, there's two things. And I think one is the stronger option. Yeah. So, A, you go forward. You eliminate the need for mobility and you click up the feudal. You build 2 archer range forward on the other pocket. And you go with archers and spears because they'll probably be going scouts. That's option 1. Option 2 is just fast castle and boom. But problem with that is then 3 people in Aftermath could be attacking one of your flanks, which is not ideal. So I think option 1 is really I don't want to say the only play, but the best play in the current meta.
Yeah.
Option 2 is just dangerous.
Option 1, like the forward, if you look. Nikov's map looks secure, but it's not. Like, if you get archers in near that stone,
yeah,
and in near the gold in the wood line, and even if Nikov walls, you walk over to Hart and look at where Hart's golds are. Like a forward with archers or something like that
could
do a lot of damage.
You're right. What if, just hypothetically, Doubt builds his barracks at home, that way he would have defensive spears, sends villagers forward, and forwards Hart even. You forward Hart,
that's...
and then the only bad thing is that you wouldn't be applying pressure to Nikov. But if you have defensive spears, then Nikov's scouts would not be able to trouble you at home if you're Doubt.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Let's go over this again. The only bad thing is that Nikov will have a free boom as
Yeah.
pocket.
Yeah.
That's pretty bad, man.
There's a lot of bad things about it as well.
Yeah.
So it's Indians v Indians on the right hand side. Slam, who's been subbed in, he's very strong with horse civs. Hart is as well. And I guess that's also a good talking point. Do you want to be going archers as Indians? Ideally, no. I think ideally Indians would have been pocket, so maybe they go for something else, but I believe it'll still be archers.
Do you also, like we see scouts a lot in 3v3 from a pocket?
Yeah.
In Wallow Kingdoms. Do you just go the standard approach and go knights? Like the old school approach? Because you know that the Mayans, the only way to counter you is either a forward or spears. And what is your scout, like what are they really going to do against the opposite pocket, you know?
It depends
Via
on what they
spears.
know, I guess. Because MBL has just now scouted his flank, and he's saying, okay, Jordan's here.
Well, Nikov's going scouts anyway.
And
so it
yeah,
matter.
but he might be going scouts because he doesn't know that Doubt is pocket. Hart hasn't scouted who the flank is on this side. So they don't know what's coming. That's always interesting. I think Doubt's going fast castle, by the way. So it will be scouts for Nikov as pocket, while Doubt just booms. And then we'll see on the flanks for Aftermath, but it's got to be archers for them.
Does Doubt go plumes? Because plumes as a mine pocket aren't terrible. They're just slow.
I think FC Plumes has to... It's either FC Plumes or FC Eagles, and I'm not a fan of Fast Castle Eagles because your opponent's going Knights, so that's not going to do anything. So I think 27 or 28 pop click up here for Doubt if I were to guess. And when he does finally click up, he'll have 3 villagers on stone. And then he has to wall in all of his vills so he doesn't get raided.
One of the specs did like a number in the spec chat, and now I have a freaking song from the original animated Lord of the Rings movie. Because my Lord of the Rings taunts, and it's running. It's literally 5.5 minutes long, and I'm about halfway through it.
You're screwed. You're screwed. That's hilarious. It's alright. It's making
this really hype.
I was gonna say it's probably hyping it up, right? Okay, guys. Well, already you can see what a 2v1 can do. Jordan, he wants to go for scouts, actually? Yeah, he wants to go for scouts. He's not on golds. And he can't get his stable up. MBL and Nikov are here, and MBL's going for man-at-arms. This could be the game right here if Jordan doesn't get his stable up.
Oh, Jordan is trying to quick wall.
He'll lose. That's actually not bad for him. He at least will wall in his vill. Yeah, and he might be able to get that other villager back home.
It's not terrible for him, man. Like, no. MBL, he doesn't have any follow-up to this pressure, right? Like, no vills coming forward to tower.
Yeah, it'll be archers, but yeah. It'll still be archers, so Jordan will need to get the scouts pumping. Doubt has...
Look at Doubt's
walls, man. Look at these walls. We laugh because it's ridiculous, but it's also a good decision because otherwise he'd get raided by Nikov. And Nikov's coming forward to accompany Hart, and they must know now, because Doubt's still in Dark Age, they must know what's coming. So it's important for Aftermath to really take advantage of the fact that they have 3 in feudal, and there's only 2 in feudal for secrets.
If Doubt was orange, his base would be a Dorito chip right now.
Well, how do you think of that stuff? How do you think of those comments? Dave is the most unique co-caster for those types of things. We have the Geodude map on Arena because of Dave. No one else would have ever thought of that.
Oh, Nikov is into Slam's base right now, but Slam has the scouts following up, so Nikov won't be able to do much damage here.
Slam's done a good
job. And now
he's
gonna go past the TC again. Okay.
Oh, just passing, man. Just passing, and Nikov is going to wait for his ally, Hart, to come forward. Hart needs a blacksmith so we can get fletching. He's getting the blacksmith and he's walling up. And this is where it starts getting difficult for Secret.
They've done well so far.
They have, for sure.
Jordan did really well. He just cleared up the remaining man-at-arms.
So,
and Hart is going to be kind of stalled here by Slam.
So, one thing to bring up. we talked about how Doubt will probably go for plumes. Jordan's going to stick with knights, so this is the strategy for them. Normally going scouts as flank doesn't work, but when your pocket's going to be going archers, it makes sense. They're still going to have that melee ranged combo.
They might side switch too. They might have Jordan playing the role of the pocket, going back and forth between players.
Yeah.
To support.
Now, Doubt's clicked up, and Nikov created a few scouts and then stopped. He wants to get to castle as fast as possible to make knights, and he's also walling up quite heavily at home. The thing is that Slam has created a lot of scouts. He's building a tower now at home because he's 2v1. This is not ideal.
He's doing okay though.
Yeah.
It could be way worse for him, and he's kept all his scouts alive, which is so important.
Yep. And with Bloodlines, I think he'll look to take an engagement.
He could if he kills that spear with the tower. Nice snipe.
Yeah. Very good snipe. His gold is safe. His wood is safe. He has no losses yet. In fact, the KD is much better for Secret. Jordan's been doing some work with his scouts. More and more archers coming forward for Hart, and Hart will be looking towards the castle age soon, of course. Cheap Indian Vills means that that'll happen sooner than it would with most civs. And Doubt, he has to hit castle age, build his castle, and then mass plumes
for
him to offer anything to his team.
Slam's getting the armor. He can take this. He can take this fight right now.
It's so big if he does, Dave. It's so... The armor comes in, Bloodlines is already in, and he goes immediately for the archers. And when you go for ranged units like this, you want your units massed. Great engagement for Slam. He has some weak scouts,
well
but...
from Slam. Although
like
not
it.
killing the spear was kind of a mistake, but still, he's going to clear this up.
Even microing that weak scout, you see that? How he's moving that around?
Yeah.
Well done from Slam. And Hart loses all of his momentum there. Nikov is halfway to Castle Age. He'll have 2 stable knights. And he'll have a pretty big boom beyond that as well. Or behind that, rather.
Look at the team walls for these players as well. Like, Aftermath, great team wall so far. Slam is kind of cut off from his team.
Oh, you know what I missed? I saw that MBL was sending his archers through. The team wall isn't complete for Secret. There's that one gap. And MBL sent the archers and spear through, and I thought Jordan would have spotted that. In fact, I think he did because he lost the spear there, but he has no response to 2 spears and 5 archers, as silly as that sounds, because he's just going scouts, so he'll have to wait for a few knights to clean that up, or just one knight to clean that up.
Where's Slam going to go with his scouts as well? I think he's going to go over to support Jordan, maybe?
This is looking good for Secret, man. This is honestly looking very good. MBL, he's stonewalling up a lot, so Aftermath want to play late game, but MBL hasn't clicked up yet. Jordan has. Hart hasn't clicked up yet. Slam has. And Doubt has his castle. He's on 2 TCs, and he's making plumes. So this has been strong play from Secret yet again.
And Slam's going to find out that they're team walled with these scouts here. He's going to know.
Yeah. So I guess that's good for AM, because their economy should be safe. But I think they could have done more in Feudal. Well, maybe not. It's just that Secret did a good job preventing them from doing more damage, which is what I'm getting at. It wasn't as awkward as it could have been. And, okay, Jordan's going to be feeling the heat now. Jordan's going to be feeling the heat. Nikov's there with his scouts, MBL's there with his archers, and here come the knights now for Nikov. And that house is almost down as well. So Doubt needs to arrive with his plumes sooner rather than later, and his plumes are still back at his base. This is going to be tight. Knights and camels for Jordan. Can he hold this? It's important he does.
He's going to try and wall up here, but those knights could run through the TC maybe? I don't know.
Well,
Doubt's going to be here soon.
Yeah. It's a lot about momentum in team games, right? So it's not the end of the world because he is protecting his villagers and he is walled up, but that little bit of idle time and just the fact that they're not applying any pressure to AM is a pretty big deal.
Doubt was building up his plumes because he just didn't want to lose them right away.
Yeah. And now they should be able to take this fight, so AM needs to look to run. Can Jordan stop the knights from getting out?
Oh, maybe. He tried.
That's good, though.
He made an effort.
Yeah, that's good. You got a couple free hits in there. That wolf is attacking the knight on 6 HP. He might get it. He might get it. It'll take a while, though.
Ooh, let's see if Slam has a Mangonel coming out. He does, and Hart is getting awful close to that Siege Workshop there.
Hart saw it going up, though, so that's important to note. Hart also finished Thumb Ring. So it'll be Cav Archers for Hart as the flank. And probably Cav Archers for MBL as well, and that's what he's doing.
Mangonel from Slam. Mangonel, Mangonel, Mangonel! Oh.
Nope. Hart, quick to get away from that, and I know it wasn't the best feudal age for AM, but they played it extremely safe. Nikov now has 58 villagers.
Doubt lost all his plumed archers.
And Doubt lost his plumes on the other side. And this is before the Hun CA mass as well. MBL, he doesn't have his Cav Archer numbers here yet. It's a close game, but it's looking better for Aftermath because of the damage they're doing to Jordan right now.
I think Hart may find himself in trouble if this goes long enough against Slam.
Yeah.
Slam seems to be playing very well, and Indians against Indians going camels against Indians going crossbows probably has the advantage.
What's weird to me is that he's not going Cav Archers. Maybe Hart doesn't want to go Cav Archers because the camels would kill them faster. But the lack of mobility is pretty big, and also you can get heavy Cav Archer in the Imperial Age as Indians. You cannot get Arbalest, so it's weird that Hart is continuing with crossbows. Doubt's style was almost perfect here, Dave. He didn't go for one
TC.
Yep, he didn't go for one castle and immediately get ballistics and upgrades. He went for one castle and 3 TCs, and he's still on stone. So eventually, as he adds more villagers, there'll be more castles and more plumes.
He made a freaking castle, and look at his vill count.
4 TCs. 4 TCs,
crazy.
man. This is what
Really,
Doubt
really
used
well
to always do in AOC. For those that weren't around back then in big team game tournaments for Tyrant, it would normally be Viper as Huns or Viper as Mongols. Viper and Riot would kind of play the same role, but Doubt would almost always play as Mayans, and he's so good with this style.
Look at Slam space. So Hart's coming forward with all his army. Nikov's over there. Slam is pushing forward with his team, but he's got the right counters, so he doesn't even.
Yeah.
I don't want to say he doesn't care about this push, but oh!
Oh, there was a moment there where all those crossbows could have gone down, but luckily Slam was too late with his shot, and Hart realized. But I
Both
like
of
this.
us with the same sound.
Yeah.
And look at Aftermath now coming forward with Cav Archers and Knights, but on MBL's base, there's a huge army as well. So both teams going to the opposite flank player to push.
Yeah. Who will be able to hold? The stone walls are huge. If it was just palisade walls and houses for MBL, he'd be in trouble. And Nikov has to wall up his base to make sure these 3 don't get through. They see them. Now, one thing is that Secret doesn't know where the army is for AM, and now Slam is saying, Nikov's here. He is not with you.
Is there a hole in Nikov's walls here? Oh, man.
I think AM needs to go back. I really think they need to go back here. I don't think they can attack Slam.
Nikov can't afford to lose all these stables.
Exactly. And MBL CA forward at Doubt space, but it's running into the castle. And Plumed Archers versus CA, Plumed Archers will always win. One stable down for Nikov, and whatever was inside that. And probably 2 or 3 is going to die. So Secret with a huge push against Nikov, the pocket player for Aftermath. And there's no response.
Vill count for Doubt now just going up and up and up, and Nikov is getting pushed back here.
Nikov has
Doubt's
to rebuild these
really
stables.
Strong.
Yeah, it's all shifted now.
In his face, though.
It is all shifted, yeah, it's CA for MBL. But is that a big deal when Doubt still has the most villagers in the game? I don't think so.
It's just an annoyance.
Yeah, it's an annoyance, but I think MBL could possibly be used alongside Hart and Nikov. But Jordan, don't forget about your Knights and Camels! MBL sends another batch of CA. He has crossbows from before. What a fight on the hill. Is this the end for Doubt's Plumed Archers? Because Jordan's getting mopped up.
Here comes Slam from behind with more camels, though. Those camels have a lot of Pierce. And Doubt needs to run. He needs to run south now. Doubt?
He's just letting the army die. Letting the army die. Honestly, if he ran, he probably would have lost them anyway because Hart does have ballistics and thumb ring, so he gets as much value out of it. But AM just held on long enough there, and then immediately after, Hart clicks up to Imp, Nikov clicks up to Imp. Doubt will hit Imperial Age first for Secret, and he will be on 2 castles and probably 3 soon after. But numbers for Doubt, just 8. That was a huge loss for him.
He could have gotten out with a lot of those, I think.
Yeah, they shouldn't have taken the fight in general. I think they should have just ran away earlier. I'm really interested to see what the play will be for Hart now. He's adding stables, so I guess he'll go into camels now. But all the momentum back in Aftermath's favor. And that wolf! Do you remember that wolf from earlier? Oh, it's a different one. Never mind. I genuinely thought that wolf that was attacking Nikov's knight earlier was still chasing. Dude, it's rough for Doubt, man. He doesn't have Thumb Ring yet. He just was counting on numbers before.
Oh, he's coming out for a castle too, and now the Cav Archers are there. Oh, rough.
He gets pushed off of his gold. He can't build a castle to secure it. How's Jordan doing? Jordan, not that close to clicking up to Imp, while MBL, he's much closer. And now Slam is pushing forward. This is interesting.
I don't know how much Slam can do there, considering MBL is going to be in his base at home. Although he's running under a TC.
I guess with the way the TCs are placed, Slam should be okay. Well, yeah, I think it's too risky for MBL to run in here, but decent harassment.
Slam's got to be careful. Slam has got to be so careful on this hill here.
Yeah.
That's a lot of units, man.
It's a lot of units.
Need some good Mangonel shots!
The crossbows need to run for Hart, and he's run into the cliff, but the losses weren't that bad. Can Nikov pick off the Mangonels? Because if he does, then Hart can fight this.
Nice shot.
Nice shot.
See, how good are Indian camels? Look at this.
They're insane, man. They're insane. Also, the healing with the monks is helpful, but it's still not enough for Slam. It's also worth pointing out that MBL lost the bulk of his Cav Archers to Doubt and Jordan and Slam in Slam's base. But, you know, Slam tried something.
Got away with some units there is really good.
And
he distracted all the army from AM, giving Jordan and Doubt some time. Now Jordan's on the way to Imperial Age. Doubt has almost all the upgrades for his blooms.
Slam's imp time is really slow, though. Hart's already an imp. He's getting heavy camel. This puts a lot of pressure on Doubt, because also the Imperial Age time is slower for Jordan. Doubt really has to carry now, at least for the next 5-10 minutes, till Jordan and Slam can get caught up.
Slam's plan was to put a castle exactly where Hart is putting a castle right now. They both know the importance of that hill, and Hart's going to be able to get that up for sure.
These are elite plumes. The castle will probably go up because Doubt will prioritize army, but Slam comes in.
Maybe not!
Elite plumes versus just crossbows and CA. That's not a bad fight for Doubt, but yeah, the castle goes up in the end. Yep.
Yeah, get out of there. Doubt, you gonna run this time? Nice. Attaboy.
The real problem is Nikov, I think, because Nikov, he probably has half a dozen stables pumping out Cavalier. He's at 22 military now. The trade is going to start for AM as well, so their advantage will just grow and grow. And Nikov is so good in this position in late game. He's with MBL and Hart on the right-hand side, and he'll probably go to the left pretty soon as well. Chukanus or camels for Jordan? It's got to be camels first. Yeah, he'll go camels. And then maybe Chukanus later on. And for Secret, they need to secure their corners so they can trade. They're working on that. And I think they need Doubt to take some really big fights so they can get their advantages back.
It's a pretty even game right now. Like, I love what Jordan's doing too. He's putting outposts everywhere, so he knows where the army is and he knows what parts of the map he needs to control.
Yep. I wonder what the composition will be Huns v Chinese, Jordan and MBL, because Chinese can destroy Huns if they get the Chukanu Siege Ram.
Chukanu Siege Ram Halberdier pretty much crushes anything Huns can toss at him.
Yep.
But Huns have allies, so...
So, I just looked at the populations. Slam has more population than Hart. Problem, again, is that Slam... He is not hit imp yet. He's actually going to hit imp as we speak. He's at 99%.
Well,
and
Slam Eco is tuned to camels as well, whereas Hearts was tuned to crossbows. So
yeah, so
and Hearts running out of gold.
I think the crossbow decision. I'd like to ask Hart about this in the future because it's weird to me. The crossbow decision just doesn't make sense. You either go camels or you go CA, and camels is somewhat questionable when your opponent, or the pocket, I guess, is Mayans, but why not just go CA and then stick with them and Imp? Guess we'll see.
You know, if Slam comes forward, and I think both teams are going to prioritize that gold in front of hard space.
Yeah.
If Slam comes forward with Doubt and takes control of that gold, that's a really big deal. And Hard's going to try and drop a castle here to protect it.
Nikov's building a castle in the center. He was trying to, and Doubt and Jordan are already there. So that castle's been denied.
They should kill it. They should kill it. Doubt, go back with the plumes.
Well, I'll keep an eye on that. That's something that Nikov needs to delete. I think he's going to forget about it.
It's close, man.
He needs to delete this, or he'll lose all the stone.
Shoot it, Doubt. No, don't remind him. Don't bring him back.
No. It went down. 650 stone down the drain right there.
Oh, man.
That's a huge deal. I can't believe Nikov forgot about that. And here comes that push, like you said, from Hart on the right castle to secure that gold.
Yes.
These teams are the best in the world because they play very safe in late game. So all teams walling up, all teams prioritizing the hills, prioritizing the gold piles, and it's not necessarily about winning the game right now. It's about gaining small advantages over time, and it all starts with the trade.
Yeah, and Jordan, if Jordan can somehow, he's putting a castle on the south, if he can push over and take that corner from MBL, that's a huge deal.
Yep.
Because right now, Secret have two very secure corners.
Hart can't really push Slam, and meanwhile, all three Secret players are at Nikov. Doubt's Plumed Archer's doing so much damage now. Heavy Camels for both Slam and for Jordan 23, and the Plumed Archers behind. This is perfect. Having Mayans here is amazing. And Chinese, they don't do all that well versus Mayans. You can't go Chukanus, you don't have the mobility, so you have to stick with Cavalier and Camels yourself. And these Plumes could actually range the trade from over top the house, or just take the house down. Someone needs to help Nikov soon, dude. He has 34 population. Doubt has 60 plumes.
Like, Jordan should focus on pushing into the north.
Yeah.
He should try and get into the north. I don't really think getting into the trades for the middle.
Yeah, it's not as safe.
That's safe, yeah.
Well, Doubt does need to be careful he doesn't trap himself here. He has a nice little choke point, but he can't leave now. Here come the Cavalier and whatever Chukunu Nikov has, and he'll surround the plumes. But let's not watch that. Let's watch the Imperial Camels for Slam engaging versus the Paladins from MBL. That's another good fight for Secret.
Slam's also getting ready to push. Slam's played really well this game. He's getting ready to push on the bottom side as well. He's got two massive armies in this game right now.
Yeah, and there's not much that AM can do with these civs now. The Imperial Camels for Slam are going to mop up the Cavalier from Nikov and the Paladin from MBL. Here comes Hart back to help, but the trade is going down for AM, and at the same time, Doubt was pushing forward with Slam at Slam's base. So everything's falling apart for AM.
Yeah. If he loses that castle and Slam gets access to that gold, it's going to be really, really bad for Hart.
MBL needs to fight this. There we go.
And Jordan's pushing it in the top side too.
Yeah, and the beautiful thing about Jordan is because his allies are doing a good job on the other sides, he doesn't need that mobile composition anymore. Chukanu's Halbs and Siege Rams is very slow, so it's a risk to go straight into that. But now he can do that and turn this into a 1v1 because he's not needed elsewhere.
Slam coming over to Jordan's side with Imperial Camels. He's switching sides and he's pushing in onto hard space. He's got the Imp Camels in his base. The castle is dead.
Can they stop this, AM? Can they stop this? The decision is Chukunu, I guess, for Nikov. He's making mainly Chukunu. He needs to get his population up. I'm looking at the trade count, and the trade's actually very similar, despite AM having lost some. But look at the military numbers, and look at the hill that Slam and Doubt have next to AM's base. Hart is about to lose another castle. And the other side, Dave. The other side. Plumes, Chukunus, and Heavy Camels.
That's a nightmare. That's a nightmare. With Siege Ram and some Trebs to back it up. Oh, that is not good to see if you're AM.
It's got to be all MBL here. He doesn't have any support. But he can't fight this. He just can't fight this. It's 200 population for every Secret player. A castle for Jordan. Here come the siege rams. This could be the game.
It could be. They need to defend against these paladins though. They can't lose all their camels there. And Slam with those stables up there, if he starts producing imp camels,
Yep.
he hasn't yet. He can reinforce this push, but he's busy on the bottom side here, putting a castle right where Heart's castle was, right where he wanted to put it initially.
This has got to be the game, man. If they can't trade, AM is dead. So they need to clean this up now or
Look
never.
Look at the paladins from MBL. So many. They're coming in, but I don't know if it's enough.
Jordan still has the camel buffer. He has Chukunus there. The plumes are on the hill. And Slam is sending in the Imperial camels. So again, now or never for AM. MBL sending so many paladins. Another wave coming in. But the first wave barely did anything to the Chukunus and the plumes. I don't think MBL will have the gold for this. With no trade, he won't clean this up.
He's going to deny that castle, though. He's going to deny that castle.
Can Nikov get Cavalier here to support? The Chukunu certainly won't help. Jordan sends more and more villagers forward to finish the castle. The castle's at 94%. And yeah, they know the castle will go up. They know their trade will die. And what a game from
wiped
Secret.
Up that army at the bottom.
Damn. What a game.
So well played from Slam and Doubt there. And Jordan as well. Just very, very well played.
Yeah, man. They were pretty solid the entire game. It was always going to be awkward for Jordan and for Slam, as we said, because they wouldn't have any support from Doubt and Feudal Age. But they didn't take many losses. It was awkward for them, sure, but they didn't take losses. And Doubt had an insane boom, 4 TCs, ended up getting to 4 castles in the end. And that's how you have to play Mayans Pocket in this situation. You know, it's interesting to me. We didn't have time to talk about it throughout the Feudal Age and Dark Age and stuff, but I think that having a Mayan pocket, if the game plays out like this, is much better than a Chinese pocket.
Yeah.
Because
Chinese need to be a focused push. You can't split them up. They have to be very straight-sided, and that's what Jordan had, right?
Yeah.
I'll just push over here and I'll be fine.
And maybe it would have been different if Hart played pocket. Not that he would have had a choice, but maybe if Indians was pocket, it would have played out differently because you'd have Imperial Camel instead of just Cavalier and Heavy Camel coming with the mobility. But I don't know, man. Secret looked pretty damn good without Viper. 3-1 right now.
Slam looked. I'm fanboying over Slam because he's from Canada.
Yeah, I know.
He looked really, really good that game.
Obvious bias, but you're right. You're right. At one point, it was 2v1 versus Slam. In the Feudal Age and Castle Age, it was almost 3v1 versus him. And he didn't need to win any fights. He just needed to not take losses. I will say on top of that, I'm still questioning why Hart went for crossbows. That doesn't make too much sense to me in hindsight. I think either go for camels like Slam did, or you go for CA. But crossbows, you don't have mobility, and that's not something you're using in Imp. So I don't get that decision. All right, there's the achievements. Doubt with 170 kills. The KD strong for Slam and for Doubt this game. And then it came down to the eco, and it came down to the trade in the end. AM actually started trade earlier, if you remember, but they couldn't hold on to it. So this is a best of 7, my friends. The next game will be Scandinavia. It is 3-1 for Secret, and I'm hoping AM wins the next 2 games when we go to Game 7, but if Secret wins any game out of the next few, they win the best of 7 here today.
In a Scandi 3v3 too.
Oh, and
I'd favor Doubt, Jordan, and Slam too. Like AM's got to make a comeback here.
Let's talk civs. It'll be difficult because it's hard to remember all the civs that were used. But for those that don't know, you cannot reuse civilization your team picked throughout the best of 7. So we've had 9 civs used.
For AM, I'd say
they haven't used Spanish yet.
Italians they haven't used.
Okay. Italians could be big. Spanish, I don't know. I feel like Spanish would be a pick for Arabia, maybe. Or Cross. So
Spanish on Nomad are so good, though. You can go, or not Nomad, sorry, Scandi. You can go Scouts, or you can go Conks.
You just full wall and go Conks, yeah.
For some push, yeah. And you have the fish in the background. Berbers haven't been chosen, have they?
Nope. Berbers haven't been chosen.
They would do on Scandi, but
we'll see. It's tough. Guys, there's so many civs in the game now, and it's free pick from civs. You just can't reuse one. So it's kind of hard for us to know ahead of time, but you guys can guess in the Twitch chat. I do see you guys there, and thank you all for the support today. And Streller, He said, I think you terminally broke Donnie. Rip. Can we get the Fs in the chat to pay respects for Donnie? Thank you for 9 months in Australia. Really appreciate it. 828, thank you for gifting the sub. Nerd Rage Quit, what's up, man? Thank you for 2. And thank you for the 5 Britannicus. He said, you can log out anytime you like, but you can never leave. Great games and casting so far. Here's to hoping for a 4-3 to secret. All right, man. Thanks for the tip.
Is that like some sort of Eagles reference?
What?
You can log out anytime you like, but you can never leave.
Dave, we have 1,500 people here, man. Don't scare them away. Don't scare them away. I said no singing, man. All right, we're going to have another talk after the stream. What face?
What, you don't like Hotel California?
Bullmeister, thank you for 8, man. He said, who's the guy singing? Not like this. Thank you for 8 months. Yoked Potato Man, thank you for 3. Thanks, everybody. Again, the next map is Scandinavia.
Yep.
We have a lot of new faces in the chat today. Good to see people here. Guys, I plan on doing weekend events like this more often. I can't spoil right now, but I have a big event planned for the first weekend in September. Can't wait to stream that. It will be insane. Expect more of this kind of stuff. I think it's always exciting to put some money on the line for the players and also for the viewers as well.
Do I know about this big event?
You don't? Nope. I could tell you after the stream, but I can't say it in front of so many people. They can't know yet.
He doesn't even tell me, guys. It's probably just him and Robo just sitting in a room together planning it out.
Pretty much. Shenensha says, what is the prize pool? Well, it is up to you guys to determine how much that is. We have around $400 right now, as far as I know. So if you would like to contribute to the prize pool, you can click the donate button, donate to the stream, and just say, please put this towards the prize pool. I've had quite a few people doing that today, so thank you guys for doing that. And, if you want to split it up, like 99% to the players and 1% for me or whatever, you could just say that in the donation message. Thank you guys. So it's 100 from me and about 300 from the viewers so far.
Guys, give him like really weird percentages.
No,
He'll be up
don't
with his
do that
calculator.
to me. Don't
like,
do that
I
to
want
me.
7.2589% to go to T90. I want 10% to go to the World Wildlife Fund.
No.
I want.
I will just refund it all.
Yeah, man. It'd be a long night. Just watching the VOD, seeing who they donated towards, calculating it out.
It's worth reminding people that if we get to Game 7, they will do team random civs. So full random map, team random civs. Because otherwise, after so many civs have been picked, it would be kind of hard to follow. I want T90 to take Dave out for a romantic dinner. But you can forget about that, man. We can go out for dinner and drinks, but it won't be romantic at all.
Yeah, we're going out for beers with the boys.
With the
right?
boys, yeah. Next game should be starting soon. Players probably grab some water. Still Leary, MBL, and Nikov. Wait, hold on. Not still Leary, MBL, and Nikov.
Now
Hart,
MBL,
yeah, now
Leary,
MBL, and Nikov, because Hart has been subbed out.
That was really weird last game. He played it so weird. The crossbow
I don't get it,
thing.
man.
So easy for Slam to hold against that. Like, so easy.
Yeah, it's always awkward having Indians flank, but I don't know. The reason he went with the ranged unit is because his pocket was going knights. So that makes sense. But continuing to make crossbow doesn't make sense, because you could go for CA there. But as a counter argument to going CA, Slam would have high pierce armor in his camels. So
yeah, I don't agree with Cav Archer as Indian.
Yeah.
Not against Indian.
Maybe just
and not against Plumes.
just
either.
suck it up and have 2 melee on that side, and
Yeah.
I get it. But the worst possible decision was to continue to make crossbow. If you're not going to go camel, fine. Go CA. Go with something that you can have momentum with an imp. But crossbow, yeah, don't agree with it. Especially after he went into thumb ring and everything, and then he stopped making ranged units. Weird.
And the Indians don't get Arbalest, so it's kind of no transition, right? They don't get it, do they?
No, they don't. They don't. They used to. They used to.
They
it
used
was
to.
removed. Yeah. They were really strong with Arbalest.
Oh, they were OP, man. You
Yeah.
had the cheap Vills and you had Arbalest. It's like, whoa, okay.
With the Civ that has the Imperial Camel, and the cheap vills, they have to be one-sided with compositions. You can't give civs like that multiple options. One could say the same for Burmese, but currently they can do freaking everything. So don't get me started on that. 1 minute in game time till the game starts because the spec delay has been shown for us. So we'll finally get a game. There are bees everywhere. Thank you for coming back for 5 man. Grabby, thank you for the bits. And A28, thank you for the 1,000 bits. He said, he said 0% Dave, 100% T90. Get wrecked, Dave.
I don't need your dirty money. It's a good way to start the game. Let's go.
All right, folks, here we are. Game number 5 between Secret and AM. This is a best of 7 show match. Currently, we're at around $400-ish. That will go towards the winner of this event.
Can we just, before we get into this, can we just say, what is Doubt's space? Why did the game... I've never seen this before. Did the game just want to push him away from the map? What? Like, there's an exact square where he's on the water.
That's really weird, man.
That's so bad.
Really weird. It's not good. So I guess we'll start with Doubt. Doubt is playing for Secret. He's the flank, and he's chosen Berbers. His pocket is Jordan, and Jordan is playing as the Slavs in the teal. And then we have Burmese for Slam, who is the Secret flank. And I know Dave was a Canadian, he's biased, but I will say Slam played very well for his first game of the day last time around. Up against Slam is MBL. MBL is playing as the Slavs. His pocket, really far away from him, is Nikov. Nikov's playing as the Malay. And then very close to Nikov, we have Leary, and Leary is playing as the Mongols. For those that don't know about Scandinavia, there's 3 boars, lots of deer.
Leary's laming one from Doubt.
Ooh. Oh, that's going to make things so much worse for Doubt, too.
Laming on Scandi is so weird, but Doubt's map is so bad he can get away with it, right?
Yeah, and he's Mongols as well, so Leary will have 4 boars, which he'll collect faster. And also there's fish. Now, with the layouts of the teams, I think people will try and fish, but the fish probably won't stay... They probably won't stay alive for very long, because everyone can access the water on both sides. So we have the water to talk about, we have land to talk about, and that's why I like Scandinavia. So I have seen a map generate like this before. This is the ECL Scandi. So it was created... Oh, Leary, don't lose your scout. Oh, thank God. It was created to be a bit more balanced. It was a 1v1, though. So when it was a 1v1, it wasn't a huge deal. In a team game, this could be awkward. He has all of his stones and golds forward.
Leary's actually going out to fish. That's interesting. I've seen a lot of games with Mongols where they'll go forward for an extra boar, get the 3 of their own, and then not fish at all because they're going for scouts.
Yeah, right? It's possible. Dude, you have Malay pocket. You have sorry, not Burmese pocket. You have Slavs pocket. So maybe you go for knights from pocket. Maybe you go for knights from flank. There's wall potential. There's going to be fish bringing in food for players. I really don't know. Players have to scout this map as well. This is a weird layout. But it's not a bugged map, though. That's the thing. It's really not a bugged map. He's very close to water, so he has no idle time there. It's unfortunate that he has golds and stones forward, but there's no bugs here. It's just,
no, there's
land
no bugs.
out.
It's just
yeah, it's not a bug at all.
The TC is not defending anything from him.
Yeah.
That's the problem for Doubt. Usually your TC is covering one side of your base, or you can wall up against it, but for Doubt, he's going to have to go out there and make some pretty hefty walls to secure his area.
And Leary is docking, so Leary will go for fish. That's the first thing Dave will get wrong this game. There will be many more.
Many more. Many more.
I was just kidding.
So many.
Slam has taken the long journey out to water on the left, and so has MBL. MBL's a little bit closer there, so all the flanks are fishing, and Nikov, he is docked, and Jordan is docked. So everyone getting a piece of water.
Maybe Leary's plan is not to go scouts, but to go steal the boar, go up faster because he's Mongols, and make some fire galleys.
Yeah, look at the
Rip
walling
the fish.
potential he has, dude.
Yeah.
He house walls in between the wood line there. He can wall in front between the choke
water
points.
Boom? Water boom? Mangadai?
It's a strat,
Risky.
right? It's a strat. Because if he goes water, and I think he's going to, he could kill Jordan's fish, and he could kill Doubt's fish.
Look how quick he is.
With 4 boars, with Mongols, damn right you're going to be quick. He clicks up, and Doubt's probably not even close, is he? Yeah, Doubt's not close.
Poor Doubt. Oh, man.
I think if he had 3 boars, though, the uptimes would have still been similar.
Yeah.
What about Jordan? Jordan's probably going for a big fish boom, right? Oh, no, he clicks up.
No, Jordan, they saw each other's docks. No. Sorry, that's MBL and...
Ah, okay, so
Slam.
MBL and Slam have seen the docks. So everyone's going feudal, it seems. Yeah, Nikov clicks up too. So feudal age attack, it's just that we have water to focus on and land to focus on. And luckily for Doubt, he's actually stealing 2 sheep back from Leary. But Leary's doubling down on the docks, Dave, and it will be fire galleys.
Double D's.
Double D's. I guess MBL, let's see. This is unique for us. We've never casted a 3v3 Scandy together. MBL also adds a second dock. And Slam, he's staying on 1 dock. So potentially he could fall behind.
MBL going out to golds
It's probably for fires.
later. No, I know it's for fires, but he was a little bit late there. I don't know if he's going to be able to keep up production from 2 docks. We'll see.
We will see indeed. Jordan is building a barrack, so he'll want to build a stable after that and go for scouts. And same then for Nikov, who of course is melee, so he hit the feudal age with a pretty fast time. I think the fish will be important, Dave. Very important, especially for Doubt, because if he doesn't protect his fish and he doesn't control the water here, this TC is not an ideal location. Galleys could range some of his farm space.
Yeah.
But he'll have 2 fires at around the time Leary arrives. Fires are a very defensive unit. It's not like galleys where you mass them and micro real early. It's just a few demos, a few fires. Doubt might be okay.
Well, this is what I hate about the new water balance, and I'm not going to get started. But Leary distracting with 1 ship, and then the other fire is enough to kill
all
the
3
fishing
fish.
ships.
Oh,
Whereas,
you can go ahead and get started, because I hate it too. And so do top players. It needs to change.
There's no micro with this. You just run it around and kill fish.
Yeah.
Like, there's micro with the battles.
Yep.
With shifting the fires around, but the fires are too strong against fishing
And
ships.
Doubt is using the same logic, and he goes, "Oh yeah, I'll just run right by all your military to kill your fish.
Yeah.
I have less numbers, and yet I'm still gonna get rewarded for running into your army, and I'm gonna kill your fish." So I guess that's good for Doubt.
Yeah.
Dave and I are just salty because we don't agree with how strong fire ships are, but that's what it's all about. It's about getting fish here, and good start for both Doubt and for Leary, I guess. Slam is about to go for MBLs. And he should get them if he sees them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it's like, ugh, it bothers me, man. It's dumb. Like, everyone just instantly loses their fish.
Yeah, but now the fun part begins
Yep.
when people start fighting with the fires and the demos and everything like that.
Yep. And Doubt is behind in number, or sorry, Leary's behind in numbers, and Doubt's making a demo. I don't know why Leary's staying there. He's running back now. And the scouts for Jordan 23 are running towards Leary's base. There's that 1 gap there. Leary does not have that walled up. And Nikov's scouts are running towards Doubt, but Doubt, you know, he's walling up his base. He's making his base decent. He's securing stones and golds with these walls. And I guess Nikov will now go back, so not too bad for Secret.
Jordan also losing a scout at Nikov's or Leary's base. He's trying to pick off a villager, but
Yeah,
there
he
goes.
gets
He got
one.
one.
He gets one. I think he'll get 2 because Doubt showed up to help.
Doubt's here.
He could
Oh,
get
he might
3.
get 3. Oh no!
I don't know why Leary's been so stubborn with that weak Vil. He had the time to get her back to the TC. He's gonna pay
He
the
might get
price.
5. Oh no, it's close.
Yeah, it was close. Very stubborn play from Leary to stick around there. And Nikov came back to help, but he was too late. Nikov gambled running forward, but in reality, he needed to protect his ally who had no form of military defensively. So, good pickoffs from Jordan and from Doubt, and I gotta credit Doubt for using his scout there. That's good team play.
Yeah, MBL is making some walls here, man. He is booming up, and you know what? With Slavs, if he manages to wall himself in and gets that Slav eco rolling, really dangerous.
It's also worth pointing out that MBL has 1 water versus Slam. He's kept a few fishing ships alive, and so he's protecting his fish, and he's protecting Nikov's fish, and Nikov has just clicked up to Castle Age.
Oh, demo from Leary. Oh, it was a good shot against Doubt. Doubt has so many weak fires now.
Yeah, and Leary needs to wait for the next batch of fires, and then I think he can kill all 3 of those, but he's losing some of his because they're also weak.
Losing those 3 or 4 villagers hurt him so badly.
Yeah, it's just weird to me because I've seen him play like that in rated games where he just doesn't run.
Oh, Jordan's coming in again. Jordan is coming in again with 6 scouts this time. Leary, my boy, you gotta see this.
He is weak
You gotta
fills on
see
the
this in
gold,
quick wall.
and he's not walling.
Leary, no!
Why is he not
Leary,
walling?
no! Leary, no!
He's going to lose more villagers to Jordan. This is like an all-you-can-eat buffet for Jordan's scouts.
Oh, Leary's raging right now, probably.
I don't have any sympathy for the guy. I don't have any sympathy for the guy. They were here before.
Is he gonna lose every vill? He's gonna lose every vill!
Nah, I think one will survive, but that's obviously not very good. But that's a throw, man. Like, you gotta credit Jordan, of course, but that's a throw. Okay, fool me once, shame on... What's the saying? Shit. Fool me once, shame on... You know the saying. For some reason, I can't seem to think of it. But anyway...
No, try it again.
No. I don't think we need to try it again. I think we're good. It's just stubborn, man. It bothers me because it was stubborn. He should have quick walled that. But anyway.
Doubt's losing villagers now too, and Leary forced a quick wall. But there's one little hole in Doubt's base, and Doubt is losing vills, man!
So tough to follow. Some players, Leary and Doubt both fully on water here, and wow, the micro from Nikov.
That was 5 villagers, or 4 villagers.
That
That's
hole
crazy.
is so unfortunate. So unfortunate. So that evens things out a little bit. And the elephants are also coming forward for Nikov, so he's not finished. And he'll get another pick off at Doubt's base.
Oh no.
So a lot to
31
follow here,
villagers
man.
for both Doubt and Leary at the moment.
And finally he walls his gold. I was
rough.
triggered by that, man. I couldn't get over the fact that he didn't wall up. But maybe he didn't expect Jordan to make more scouts. I don't know.
MBL and Nikov are going to be dangerous here because they both have fish booms still intact.
Yep.
And only Jordan does from the other team.
Slam has lost control of water. And MBL is adding fish, and he has slab farmers, and he'll probably go to 3 TCs and just boom. He doesn't have any military being created.
Look at the elephant trying to get into Doubt's base, and Nikov is trying to distract him with the scout to let him in.
Yeah.
But it was too late.
Well, Doubt's on stone, so when he does click to Castle Age, he'll want to go for camel archers, I guess, which isn't bad here. Leary's Mongols, remember, so that would put a dent in Leary's Mangadai.
Yeah, but all that defense from Doubt.
Yeah.
Leary might end up winning the water. Whoa, nice demo from Doubt, actually. And if he wins the water, they can, like, sneak into Doubt's base, you know?
Slam.
Kill walls and...
Slam lost water, Dave, but he's Burmese. He's building a castle. He's going to his second town center, and he will go for Arambai. Against MBL, who's not going for any military, mind you. So, that could snowball really quickly if MBL doesn't pay attention to it.
Look at how paranoid Jordan has made Nikov. Look at Nikov's wood line, okay?
Wow.
he doesn't want to mess around with those light cav.
I love how Jordan's going for light cav as well. Smart to get the light cav upgrade here. Just be an annoyance. 17 idols for Nikov at the moment, so the presence of the light cav definitely being felt.
And Jordan going for so many pikemen to try and push back these elephants from Nikov.
Yeah, he has to prop Doubt up here, I think, because Doubt is full stonewalling and he's halfway to Castle Age. He would have had no defense there. But Doubt will go for a castle, I'm sure of it. And Leary, I'm not sure what he'll go for. He doesn't have a stable, he doesn't have a barracks even. Just water, I guess, so he'll focus on that.
If I'm Leary, I make a transport ship for my boy and his elephants.
You transport the elephants around? That would be amazing. That would be amazing. If he does that, I'm going to lose my mind.
I don't think
You're the only person who would think that, though. That's the thing. These guys are so metagame that they wouldn't think about transporting around, but that would work really well.
Yeah, he's going back to his base with the elephants. His light cav are doing work, man.
Yeah. Great job from Jordan. It's gonna be tough for MBL. He has a strong boom, so he has 12 more villagers than Slam, but he doesn't have any military. And he's signaling, and he's probably asking Nikov to come here to help. But Nikov doesn't have anything. And if he sent elephants, I think the Erenbai would pick off those elephants. So MBL's gone for what I called a greedy boom earlier, and it could catch up with him.
He has slabs. Sometimes you can just get away with it,
Yeah,
man.
that's true. That's true. That's the strategy he's gone for. It's not like he has good options in Castle Age against these units anyway. I mean, who does? So you just try and get by with more economy and hope for the Imperial Age.
Nikov is putting a TC forward. Jordan picking off a monk and running away. These Lycav have been so annoying.
Look at the Vil counts for a second, Dave. 70 for Nikov, 10 more than Jordan.
70 for MBL.
70 for MBL, and that's almost 20 more than Slam. So Slam really has to do damage here.
And MBL's placed his TCs, like, he positioned them so well.
Yeah.
Like, even the one up at the top, he's always got his resources on the other side of the TC, so the Erenbai can't range it.
One conversion for MBL, so that's not too bad for him. He loses the monk, though. And I think MBL will go for Scorpions here. A few Scorpions with pikes maybe can at least hold. The problem will be when Slam builds that next castle. And we see this a lot in 1v1s with Burmese. You go to 3 TCs, you stay on stone, and then you build a forward castle. And that will come at some point. Slam's getting close to it.
And I don't know. I don't agree with these pikes from Jordan that were pushing those elephants back. It's put him back so much.
I think he overreacted a
back.
bit. Doubt was probably saying, send something, send something. And so Jordan made pikes, but not very mobile now. And Nikov has stopped creating elephants anyhow for the most part. He's going into crossbows to help out his buddy MBL on the left-hand side.
Now with the castle up though, so he's gonna have camel archers out, kicking around. Still not really anywhere he can hit with those camel archers.
Yeah, and camel archers are pretty weak right now anyhow. So it's good for Secret they're getting some map control back, because they lost water on that one side, which is huge. 17 fishing ships for Nikov, on top of his 81 villagers, so...
And 9 fish for MBL too, and on top of his slab farms.
Yeah. So they need map control. They're down in eco, Secret needs map control, and AM is pretty much giving it to him right now. But eventually AM will have a stronger force with the extra eco they have. And yeah, Slam, he's going to build that castle forward now, as I expected.
And Leary finally winning the water, so he's finally killing Jordan's fish.
Oh, that's huge. And that's what Leary's been focusing on. Just the water, and Jordan loses every fishing ship. So 0 fish for Secret.
I love how you never expect it from the slabs, but like, look how many units MBL made in defense. And he's got 89 villagers.
And he still cooks up to Imp.
Yeah.
It's the Civ in the game right now, which is silently OP. There's nothing wacky like the Erenbai, which are ridiculously overpowered. It's just economy, man. It really shows you what economy can do. And he has 2 Mangonels, so maybe he'll go for Onager Halb or Siege Ram Halb. And soon he could build his own castle to start treading Slam down. Saying that he doesn't know Slam's castle's even there.
Gotta be careful not to lose his monks to the castle. Oh, there it is!
Yep, he sees it, and I think it would just be Siege Ram Halb. That is very tough for Slam to stop with only Erenbai. So, comparing Leary and Doubt's position, Doubt is behind Leary. Leary's just gone for Boom and Water. And he will eventually try and go for Mangadai, which would be a fun talking point when we get there, but at least for now, nothing. Slam is going to Leary's side, I guess, so he's going to accompany Jordan and accompany Doubt to try and attack Leary, because he knows MBL will be tough to disrupt. Yeah. And Nikov's on the way to Imp. He's going with Arbs, Dave, and he's sending forward villagers to build more. Pretty strong play from AM. Can Secret find a response to all of this? Because they're behind in pretty much every category at the moment. The only thing is that Slam has these Erenbai. I don't know if the Erenbai will offer all that much in the next few minutes. He needs to trade versus the crossbows now.
Jordan is sending so many vills forward. He's going to try and push Leary really early.
Okay, so this is good. He's also slabs, so he wants to go for Halbs and Rams and Onager, most likely. So building forward production buildings is always big when you want that.
I feel like this is a good push, but there's like a sleeping giant in this game
MBL.
that is gonna awaken real soon. Like that's a lot of military, man. He's got 54 military. It is pikemen, but they're gonna be halbed soon. He's gonna have cap rams soon. He's got all those monks.
Yep. So
It's danger.
MBL's virtually on his own on that side. That will be kind of a 1v1, and at the moment, I'm not sure where Nikov wants to go. Nikov seems to be realizing that Jordan's coming forward now.
Finish the wall, Leary. Finish the walls. Okay.
Jordan hasn't built too many siege workshops. He built one. And Nikov's disrupting the momentum of this push. Jordan has a lot of idle villagers. He's sending the Halps forward, but I don't know if that will be enough.
Good luck, Slam. Slam gates.
Slam gate.
Nice. Sick.
Slam gates
That's
off the
sick,
Scorpions. But he'll still lose a castle. It's impressive, of course, but MBL with the impressive move to put the Halberdiers inside the Rams. The Scorpions won't do anything now. Slam, he's about to hit Imp. He'll probably go into Onager himself, in all honesty. Oh, the gate's been opened! The gate's been opened!
Get in there, my son. Ah, there we go.
The Halves made it in. They'll pick off a few Scorpions. They'll make it awkward for these villagers. MBL, he'll have Onager completed soon, so he can cut around the castle if he wants to. Slam needs to hold here and hope that his allies push on the other side, because Jordan does have Halbs. Doubt does have Camel Archers. Leary's on the way to Imp.
What is Leary doing with those vills out front? Chopping one tree.
I think he wanted the TC there. He wanted to chop the tree so we could place a TC over it, and he'll just lose the vills. Oh, God. And he can't use his Mangadai here, Dave. Mangadai are kind of useless against all this.
And now Jordan's coming over to support against MBL. So Jordan's coming to support Slam. It's just who can push faster, right?
Look at Leary's pop. He's at 83 pop.
Low.
I think Jordan has done enough on the right-hand side to make this a close game again. And Doubt's economy, it's now stronger than Leary's, and he's on the way to Imp. And he has a better unit comp than Leary can get, so...
But Nikov now repositioning his stuff to the middle. He's building a forward there. So maybe he can open up a new front somewhere that will distract them.
Possibly, but Jordan has a castle there. Jordan, I know he doesn't have anything that can kill mass Arbalest, but I don't know, man.
They're pushing back. They're pushing back at Leary's base.
Yeah, you're right. Leary will hold. Slam has done a good job to hold as well. Crazy game here. It's worth pointing out to those thinking about trade now that trade would not be all that efficient here. Because you can't get the corners. So if you're building markets, you're not getting as much gold per trip. So players might delay their trade even longer.
Do you go for trade cogs just for the lulz?
I mean, I'm sure there's a few people in the Twitch chat which would want to see that, but I don't think trade cogs is a good decision.
It wouldn't be that bad other than the fact they'd be bumping into each other the whole way.
If you could dock the corner and then go to the land on the other side, it might be okay, but... Anyway, MBL shifted back. He's repairing his castle. He's going to lose his castle.
He's not repairing it. Oh, 3 vills.
4,
wow.
yeah.
That's a waste, I think.
So he had strong momentum with the early Imp push with the Slav economy, but now Slam has just as many villagers, and Slam is held. But now we have to look, as Nikov's pushing forward, will he have the answer? Well, Doubt's here with Camel Archers, and I think Doubt will be able to help Jordan out. Leary's getting into the game. He's making Mangadai again. That is not what you want against Camel Archers. Camel Archers are ridiculously strong versus Mangadai.
Well, if you get the Siege Ram and the
Yeah,
Mangadai.
that's true. That's true. That's the one difference maker. Camel Archers, they don't do too well versus Siege Ram. Mangadai, they destroy Siege. So that's a good point.
And I just noticed Nikov, like... Nikov is controlling the key area of the map right
Look at the fight at MBL's side. MBL ran into Scorpions, Mangonels, Arambai, and enemy Halbs. MBL just got wrecked there. He lost 20 population in the blink of an eye. He needs to be careful. He's repairing his other castle. It's the only one he has left, and he could lose that, man.
And he's not getting... he's not getting Siege Onager yet either.
He researched Redemption. He's converted a few Onagers, but not enough for me. I agree. I think Nikov's push in the center is going to be really tough to stop, but Slam's looking good on the left-hand side. Yeah. So, mass arbalest and bombard cannons for Nikov in the center. And now Jordan can no longer help Doubt out. Not that Doubt would need it, but he is to focus on the center. And maybe Slam has to address this. And maybe he'll address it with Elite Battle Elephant, because that's what Slam just finished.
Has so many Camel Archers.
It's a lot.
Over near Leary. But no siege to support that. So you can't really push in with that, right?
Yeah, if he gets Elite, he could at least come in here and help with Jordan's massed, or sorry, with Nikov's massed arbs. If he could get on the hill, just stand right next to them, accompanied by some siege rams and elephants from Slam, they could clean this up. Or at least pick off the bombard cannons, because that would really help. And I see that moment coming. I think Doubt's coming back now, and Slam, he's prepping a push. MBL doesn't have a lot that can worry Slam, and Leary doesn't have a lot that can worry Doubt, so I think we're going to see a big 3v1 fight, and Nikov, he has the hill. Will he have enough to hold this? Here it comes, Dave.
Oh my god.
What a fight. 80+ military for Nikov, but he's up against Arambai and Burmese elephants.
And here come the Camel Archers. We're about to have a Nikov sandwich right now.
Doubt,
oh no, they're going the wrong way!
Doubt,
Where are you going?
Doubt, you need to go for the arbs, man! Oh, that could have been so much better if Doubt went in the right direction. This is still very good for Secret.
And MBL's pushing out. It looks like he's trying to kill all those Trebs, kill the Mangonels, kill the Rams.
Yep. The Camel Archers
and Nikov gets away. Nikov gets away. Doubt went the wrong way, and now he's running into the Arbalest with his Camel Archers.
But the Onager shots can be huge here. There was one. Will there be another one for Jordan? Potentially. MBL, if he continues to spam his Halbs, he'll spam them right to their death into Doubt's Camel Archers. It's really on Leary now for Aftermath to start pushing Doubt in some way, and he's getting Siege Onager. And so is Jordan.
He's already got drilled too.
Wow, what a game here. The populations are very close. 150-ish for all players. Leary's the lowest, but he's about to finish Siege Onager.
MBL getting Siege Ram as well, and he's got a lot of Rams ready. That could be a really tough push to stop.
It's the elephants, though. If Slam can afford to make the elephants, that's going to be big for Secret.
Here comes Leary, and here comes Doubt!
Oh!
No, Leary, stop trying to be too cute,
yeah,
man. Doubt would have just ran right into that.
I don't think Doubt knew. And now he does. Oh!
Oh, Jesus!
Doubt's going to try. I don't think he should try this at all. That was ambitious. There's too many onagers with drill. And Doubt needs his castles for the Camel Archers. He needs the gold next to this castle. Doubt could be in trouble now. But
look how many siege rams MBL has. He's getting ready for the push, and here he comes.
He's loaded up the rams with halberdiers. Onagers will be behind this, and Slam's not protecting this area any longer. He could lose his castles as well, and Doubt's losing his Camel Archers. He's almost forced to fight this. He can kill the Mangadai. He can't kill the SO. What do you think? Can Doubt hold on, Dave?
I think Slam's going to lose his castles here. I think Nikov's going to hold in the middle, and Doubt is just going to keep losing Camel Archers.
Yeah. Well, if Slam can somehow get here, I see he has a few elephants. Maybe if Jordan can prep some Siege Onagers to help Doubt out, that'd be helpful. Doubt has, Jordan has just placed a Siege Workshop next to Doubt's castle. They just need the right units in the right positions. And yeah, that castle does go down for Slam. And he actually needs to leave this. That's a lot of elephants, but he needs to wait for Doubt to arrive with Camel Archers.
MBL doesn't have a castle either to get the unique tech for slabs, unless he already got it.
I don't think he got it. Nikov, he had 2 forward castles a moment ago. He only has 1, and this castle will go down. A nice Siege Onager shot from Jordan 23. Jordan is needed now, and Leary's been pushed all the way back.
Oh, Karambits, eh? Interesting.
Great game here, Dave. Fantastic game. The Karambits will help with picking off the Siege Onagers. It's almost like players need time to mass that next force. They need time to trade. AM, look at their markets in the north. They are starting that trade.
Leary's got... Like, Leary hasn't really lost units, though.
Yeah.
He's done a really good job conserving them, and now, with the amount of siege onagers he has, Doubt can't take a straight-up fight there.
AM started trade early. They did that in the Arabia game, and they ended up losing.
Doubt is coming forward. Nikov's trying to drop 2 castles to secure map control, and Doubt's coming forward with Campbell archers. He might be able to deny both of those. Or he might just run away from it. No,
He
here he
sees
comes.
it. Oh, that's big, dude. There's stone and there's gold there as well.
What? Where are you going?
Doubt!
Doubt!
Doubt! The castle! He'll stop it.
Earth to Doubt!
No! Doubt!
Man!
I don't know what he's doing. Just ran right past it, so the castles will go up now. That could be a big deal later on in this game.
Also, Nikov in the middle of the map, if you look, we missed a big shot there.
Oh god, we did miss a big shot! Oh well, we were too focused on Doubt. Doubt's camel archers could get into the trade if there's a hole here. I think Nikov's prepping for that. He's built a few houses so the camel archers can't get in. In the Arabia game... Yeah, go ahead, Dave.
Leary is fighting with Doubt again, and look at all these siege onagers. Doubt! Doubt!
Oh, there's so many. And the siege is so fast as well. Doubt needs to be careful. He cannot be fighting this. He's forgotten yet again. And he loses most of his camel archers. And now Leary, if he sends in some rams, if he sends in some treps, he can start pushing these castles. There's nothing really stopping him. Also, Doubt's camel archers have wandered too far. Nikov has found them with the Arbalest. I think the camel archers, some of them will still survive. But good recognition from Nikov that he needed to stop that.
Leary's going to try and put a castle on this hill. That's a really important map position for AM. They need to secure that. And I think he's going to be able to.
Yeah, I was scared Leary would kill his own castle there with that many SOs.
It was close, man.
It was very close. I think this castle will be on fire once it's fully built. I want to go back to the water for one moment. Since they're trading right next to the water, players also need to protect their markets. MBL has set Slam's markets on fire, so keep an eye on that. And castles next to the trade will be very important.
Yeah, I'm surprised Leary hasn't gone for some water pressure, like even just to secure map control. There's so much wood and exposed res for Doubt.
Transport Mangadai or transport rams. And either kill the markets or kill the trade cards.
Yeah.
Leary's castle might not go up. He lost most of his villagers there. Look at Jordan's siege onager micro. He does not benefit.
And look at Doubt in behind the trade with those camel archers. Karambits are having such a rough time.
Yeah, and 5 of those Karambits get shot by Leary's SO. The quick walls now will probably mean that these camel archers have a tough time. But Doubt's microing them as much as possible. Just being annoying here, which is exactly what he should do with a unit like camel archers. I think Slam's in trouble now, because we haven't talked about him in a while, but MBL has siege onager, he has halbs, and Slam doesn't really have an answer to this composition, so he needs Jordan to help yet again.
The unfortunate thing for MBL is that all his allies are trading behind the wall. For some strange reason, MBL is trading in front of the wall.
I see
and
that,
all his trade keeps dying.
I see that. Well, luckily Nikov got those castles up. It could have been so different if Doubt stopped those castles. Keeping an eye on Slam. Slam is going into Lightcap now, which is a sign that he doesn't have the gold to keep up the production of elephants. And this brings me back to AM starting trade earlier. But I will say, it's kind of close now. And MBL's lost a lot of his trade cards, as you said, Dave.
Doubt?
Yeah, go ahead.
Doubt is running out of places to take wood as well. So he's going to have to keep going farther forward. And AM can capitalize on that.
Nikov's going to go water. Or at least he's considering making a few units on water, because he researched War Galley a moment ago.
And shipwright, which means he's definitely going water.
Yep. You're right. Earlier, Leary lost his castle on the front. He's building another one a little bit behind that now, securing that gold, which is always nice. Doubt needs to hold the front, man. There's so many castles here. There's 3 on one part of the screen. So, for Secret, they need to hold Doubt's position. They can't lose any longer. And here come the traps from Leary.
Elite Genitor from Slam as well.
It's not bad, actually.
Slavs. Against Slavs. Interesting.
And mounted skirms versus the Halbs, it could work. Versus the Karambits, could be difficult, but he's at least holding here. But that's all Secret is doing as a team, though. That's the problem. They're just holding. They're not pushing at all. It's something. But Halbs have a huge bonus versus them. It's like, what, 3 shots?
Yeah, it's brutal. And now Leary's putting docks down. So Nikov's going to get Galleons out, which will secure map control. And it'll range the trade if he takes down the castle. And Leary's probably going to go for Galleons as well.
And I think AM can afford to do that because they know they're in a good position. Doubt lose the castle on the hill. You said he was having wood problems earlier. Well, now he's losing lumberjacks. And Doubt, where are you going with your camel archers, man? Oh, God, Doubt, where are you going?
Man, just casually through the entire army.
Just passing into castles and siege on
Leary, shoot! Oh, Leary! That was close. Almost got
He's
the
trying to
whole
go
batch
to
of them.
trade, I guess, because he knows they're behind. But he's going to lose his camel archer. Look at him micro against that trade cart, even. He clicked that. He clicked the trade cart with whatever he had left. But look at Leary's force on the front, man. I don't think there's any stop. I don't think there's anything that can stop this.
No.
And here come the galleons for Nikov. He's looping around. He'll kill Slam's markets, or some of them anyway, if he avoids that castle.
So how many castles does Doubt have left now? 1?
2.
1.
Well, now 1.
Yeah,
Yes.
Dead. Yeah. 1 forward castle for those camel archers.
And he was already having a tough time because Leary was able to include Siege Onager. And there's the GG. That is the end of game 5 on Scandy.
What a great game.
What a
Oh my God.
sick game. Yeah, that was amazing.
We had 3 fronts at one point.
Yeah.
We had 3 fronts in that game.
3 fronts and the water aspect in Feudal Age. I can't help but think that the game would have played out differently if Slam would have maybe gone 2 docks. Because remember, he went 1 dock, and then MBL won water, and because MBL won water, Nikov and MBL had a free fish boom.
Yeah, or you sneak a dock somewhere, because fires can't see that far. You try and sneak one down, build up 3 or 4 fires, and then go and kill the fish.
Yeah, but that's a very small thing, and obviously this was a long game. I think that Slam played it as he should with Burmese, with the castle forward. It's just that MBL's boom was so strong, and that's probably MBL's specialty, booming under pressure.
Also, Doubt not denying those castles was
Doubt,
such a Doubt moment.
Yeah, and what was weird about it is he obviously saw them there because he stopped his units, but he didn't reposition some of his camel archers to the next castle. Regardless, though, I think at that point his team was pretty far behind. Well, not pretty far behind, but they were trying to bring it back. I'm impressed with Leary's play. I know that Leary wasn't the MVP for his team, but when you're going Mangadai versus Camel Archers, it's not easy. So he was able to survive, because he was helped by Nikov, of course, but he was able to survive, get to SO, and once you got to SO, man, there's not much that the other team could do about it. All right, so here's the KD for those wondering. Pretty close. Almost every player was near 300 kills. MBL threw hundreds of halberdiers away. That's why he had so many losses. I'm looking immediately at the trade profit here. So 4,000 gold for Nikov. MBL with 1.5k and 2.6k for Leary. Doubt 1.7, Jordan 2k2, and only 700 for Slam. So AM's early trade certainly helped them there. Next game will be Cross 3v3, and thank God we're seeing this. Because Scandy was great, but I think Cross will be even better. I wonder if Tato will go in here. Because Jordan just dropped out. It's possible Tato will step in for Jordan, who's played really good today. Jordan definitely played well.
What's the score right now? 3-2?
3-2. 3-2. So again, there's potentially 2 games left. Secret just needs 1 victory to win the best of 7. Pummicle says that Fire Galley Micro is just sick. Thank you for the $5 dono, man. I can only imagine you were talking about our conversation earlier.
I have no problem with Fire Galley Micro. I just have a problem with sending 1 unit when you clearly haven't invested enough to own the water.
To kill 3 fish. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. I don't like that.
That's exactly what I think as well. There was also that instance where Doubt had 2 fire galleys and Leary had 3 or 4, and Doubt just sent his fire galleys right into Leary's and was able to kill
Yep.
the fish.
So what? Yeah, and it's like, so what are you fighting over again? My fish. Oh, your fish died. Sorry.
Yeah, to compare that to land aggression, it's like having 2 knights, sending them through 4 knights of your opponent, and somehow having that be a good thing. It doesn't make any sense. Gromrel, thank you for the 5 months, man. Really appreciate you guys. El Susto, thank you. Athasos, thank you for 6. And I think we're all caught up. Thank you to all the new subs today and to everyone who has donated towards the prize pool. And I'll say once again, if you'd like to chip in for the prize pool, just donate to the stream and say it's for the prize pool, and then we're good to go. I'll have to add that up afterwards, and I'll send it on to the players.
Bow, bow, bow.
Britannicus, I think it's a bit unfair to say Doubt was shitty last match, but there were a few...
He had a bad map too,
yeah,
man.
he had a bad map, and there were a few instances where he could have done better. But you could say the same for Leary in Feudal Age.
Oh, Leary was shittier in Feudal Age.
Yeah.
He lost all those vills. Doubt lost all his vills because there was one tiny little hole in a wood line. Leary lost them all because he was too lazy to make a palisade near it.
Yeah, I was so tilted by that, man.
Yeah.
I was so annoyed because not only was he somehow surprised the second time the scouts came through, he didn't run. He just fought with vills. But anyway, they ended up winning the game, so maybe that was the secret to his success. And Tato comes in for secret. So it will be Leary, Hart, and MBL now. Nikov is subbed out. And they will be playing Doubt, Slam, and Tato. So we'll get to see every single player available today. Poor Viper. Is there a prize pool split, or does the winner take all? The winner takes all, Britannicus. The winner takes all. Thank you, Eldry. He said, please give about... Oh, I hate you, Eldry. Never mind. No, thank you. He said, please give about 73.4% to the prize pool. Or just give everything. That is fine, too, Kappa. I'll give everything. How's that? Make it easy. It's not worth taking my 27% cut. I don't like math. So 3-2. Game should be starting shortly. Yeah, Algie, really appreciate it, man. So what are your thoughts on the game so far, Twitch chat? Have you enjoyed them? I've enjoyed them.
Just every Twitch chat, not his, just every
Twitch chat, yeah. Go to Ninja's Twitch chat and ask. I'm sure they'll give a response. The series is amazing. Good. Yeah, I like the maps a lot. I think the maps were solid. Again, I'd really like to see AM get a win here and have us move on to game number 7.
The last 2 games, the 3v3s were really good. The Arabia 2v2, the first one wasn't the most stellar thing I've ever seen.
Players have shown weaknesses. Secret players have shown some weaknesses, but not enough where I feel like they've really missed Viper, you know? Because Jordan has played extremely strong. As Pocket last game was always going to be difficult for him because he didn't have a lot of mobility. So he was able to support both sides. Doubt's played well. I think Doubt has actually been the weakest player for Secret today. Because in game 1 especially, it was just awful. And then his last game was eh. But I've been entertained by them. My dick was so hard it fell off. Good to know, man. Sorry to hear about that.
Problems. If that lasts for more than 4 hours, maybe you should go to a doctor.
Well, it fell off, man. I feel like you should go to a doctor now. But the games are so good, you might not want to leave.
Yeah.
Queef Master says, are you sponsoring this? Well, yeah. I organized it, and I put up $100 for it, but my stream, and I think others are taking some donations for this as well. I know Nilly said that he would take donations for it. Nobody else contacted me about it. The stream has put up around $300 for the players today.
Eldry, you didn't know, man, come on. Slam's like one of the best players in the world. He just
Slam's
never
underrated.
performs on tournaments.
I don't even, well, yeah, in 1v1 tournaments, Slam hasn't done as good as he should in the past, but you want to know the reason that people don't give Slam the credit he deserves is because he doesn't play in the same time zone as all the European guys. So he's not playing in these big team games. Exactly. So he's not playing alongside Viper, Doubt, and and whatnot on a regular basis in rated games, so people don't see how good he is. But when it comes to team, there's a reason that Secret wanted him. There's a reason that Tato wanted him on Secret and Viper wanted him on Secret. He's insane.
I think Slam is the only expert player in the Pacific time zone. Maybe Hart is near him because of Peru.
Nope.
I don't know what
Nope.
time
Hart
zone
Hart
they're
has
in.
the same time as me. So
Oh, is it? Oh, for
Yep.
Peru, okay.
So
I didn't know
when
that.
Slam gets done with work and whatnot, everyone in the European time zone is asleep. And then who he gets to play in 1v1s for practice are maybe Metal. It's the one American. There's not many other Canadians that play at his level. And then a few South American players who might be active. And then there's China and Vietnam. But he doesn't face off against European guys often, and he doesn't get those rated games in.
I still am convinced that Slam is the fastest player.
I think so
I
too.
think he is.
Not
I think like physically, like not
correct.
like execution and
Correct.
stuff, but like just like physically the fastest player.
Yeah,
of
don't
anyone.
confuse fastest player with best player. There's a difference. But I think in terms of like overall speed, Slam is probably slightly faster. I used to say Riot was probably the fastest, but since he's come back, he's not quite as fast as he used to be.
Yeah.
Now, Pete, I don't think. I mean, Hera and Slam are both extremely fast. Don't get me wrong, but I think Slam is still a bit faster. But APM only means so much, and there's some players who are too fast for their own good. I think they're trying to do too much.
Yeah, Slam when he starts dropping walls and stuff.
Yeah.
It's like, man, calm down, dude.
Exactly.
You just invested 500 wood in Dark Age to trap like 2 units. Like, come on, man.
It's pretty
It's
though.
maybe not the greatest trade. Yeah,
It's
well,
all about the
it's
highlights,
beautiful.
man. All about the highlights.
It's beautiful. I think Slam may have siphoned off Chris's speed and like injected it into himself, and Chris is like super slow.
It's hard to say if players are fast without watching their point of view, though.
Yeah.
Because I never saw Chris's point of view, and when I watched his games, I was a noob back then. But when I watched his games, he didn't strike me as a super fast player. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to game number 6 between AM and Secret. Secret is up 3-2. Aftermath are potentially bringing this back. This map is Cross. We saw this with a 2v2 earlier, and in that game, Jordan and Doubt were playing. They ended up getting the victory. It's now a 3v3. It is Doubt, Tato, and Slam for Secret, and it's MBL, Leary, and Hart for AM. So starting off with the flank for AM, we have MBL. He's playing as the Celts. His pocket is Leary. Leary's playing as the Berbers. And the other flank is Hart, who has chosen Spanish. Hart is up against Slam. Slam is playing as the Huns for Secret. His pocket is Doubt, who has chosen the Italians here. And then Tato, finally coming in, he has chosen Malians, and he's the flank. With me, I have Dave. This is one of our favorite maps.
Yo.
What about it, man? What about it? What's going on with this map?
It's just a beautiful map, man. Like, you think of all the possibilities. There's so many bouncing around in my head right now. I'm thinking Tato should go forward and dock the pond, and apparently MBL's thinking the same thing because he's already walling up there.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough for casters. We're not even playing, but there's the land aspect, where your golds and stones are located, what land units you might go for. But then there's the water aspect. So if Slam, for example, docks, which he can easily do, and he starts fishing, but Hart sneaks a villager down there and docks it and kills them with fire, that ends up being a huge deal. There is a save pond for Leary in the back. That'd be great. Hart could always choose to go there. Tato could also choose to just go back there alongside Doubt. So there's 6 players and there's 4 ponds.
You also don't want to, like, if one of your allies is planning on booming, you don't want to steal all their fish.
Well,
because the fish will be gone. Like when you're clicking up to imp, the fish will probably be gone.
There's
right?
a lot of fish, man. There's a lot of fish. You're not gonna steal any fish,
man. All right, dude. The rainforest is shrinking. Okay, the desert is expanding, and there's not enough. There's not enough fish.
You have to save the environment. That's what Dave's all about.
And look at MBL going forward with a Vil too. He's got his scout there. He's already walling up with another Vil. Big investment from him early to do all this, and he's going forward to try and dock the pond. But does he know where Tato's TC is?
He doesn't. He doesn't have any clue. Now, he does have the boar senses, the boar laming senses, so he must know there's boars and TCs around here somewhere. He'll get lucky. He'll MBL. What do you
Get lucky into the TC.
He's fine though. He only lost 3
Yeah.
HP. So he's going the
It's
long
fine.
way around. And also he saved his villager.
Does he lame all the deer? Or is that like, oh, but Tato's coming out for the boar. If MBL sees this, MBL's not going to be able to resist. He's not going to be able to resist this. He's going to lame this.
Okay, did Tato see the villager? I think, yeah, he's just signaled twice. I bet you he saw the villager of MBL. Which is really interesting.
Look at MBL can't resist it. He's like fighting with himself. Like,
Dave,
do I go back to lame this?
Yep, he's thinking about laming. And then because of the signal, because of the awareness of Tato, Doubt is here to pick off MBL's Vil, which he won't be able to do, by the way. But he's at least lowered its HP, and Tato's scout is very far forward. It's coming back, so I wonder if MBL can get to the pond and wall in his villager in time here. This will be fun to watch.
You could see the mental battle there.
Yeah.
MBL was having with it.
Look,
He's
Doubt.
like, do I lame? Do I lame?
Doubt and Tato are looking for this Vil.
Oh, geez,
MBL, you need
MBL's
to
gonna
wall her in.
himself.
Wall her in
Wall
quickly.
her in. Wall her
Nah,
in.
he's dead. He's dead.
Maybe not. Maybe he'll be able to kill this scout and then somehow wall himself in
Well,
here.
he is delaying Tato's Vil and Doubt's Vil, which is nice. Oh!
Okay.
Oh!
Okay.
Can he block? Can he wedge his scout in between his Vil and Tato's Vil?
If anyone can do it, it's MBL. But he won't be able to.
Rip. Okay. Anyway, there's other things going on this map, by the way. we were
That was
focused.
cool.
We were focused on that for a while, but there's other things happening here, guys.
That
And
was super cool.
MBL with the risky move didn't pay off. Oh, you know what, Dave? Look, he didn't know where his boar was. He didn't scout his boar or his sheep. He's lucky now that he's going to see his boar, but that risky play really hurt MBL. So he's going for massive wall-offs now. He does that often in rated games where he'll end up going to lame before scouting his resources. He did not get away with it there.
Interesting thing too, Leary opting for the double dock and
Yeah.
the fish boom. That's in Dark Age, that's a big investment. And if he wants to wall up and boom, he's gonna have a pretty strong eco. Until those fish run out, of course.
Until the fish run out. Yeah, which will
Yeah.
happen because we're not thinking of the future anymore. It's about the now. We're horrible human beings. MBL's going with another villager. Did you see that?
Well, I mean, that's the best strat. You send a sneakville, you debate, they think it's dead, and you send another one. You don't send it right past their villagers, though.
Tato realized it. Oh,
But
man.
NBL still got the scout here, so you can still, like...
Oh, man. This is a wild game. So, for those wondering what on earth is going on here, I believe Hart will go for scouts. And then I'm looking at Slam. Slam will probably do the same. And Tato, I'm not sure yet. I believe I heard a mining camp, so probably archers for him, and then the pockets are booming up. But Tato will finish off this Vil most likely.
Scout's gonna get the attack boost soon, too.
So that Vil's
NBL
probably
should
dead.
wall this chicken somewhere, or do something with her.
She's dead. Do you notice how he sent forward 2 females?
Obviously.
I'm offended, man. He is her. He is distracting, which is beautiful. But
And look at Tato's with the villagers at the bottom. He just got T90 wooed.
oh, so Tato loses a villager as MBL loses his. And is Tato going to try and bust through here? He obviously knew the wall off was coming. Oh, he wants
And
to
MBL
tower it.
Look at MBL scouting all of this with a fishing ship. Maybe he saw that wolf. I don't know. But he
No.
can see the tower.
Yeah, you could see the tower. He can't do anything to stop Tato from docking now. Tato is investing into a tower to take out a pond from MBL, and it's only MBL with 4 fishing ships.
Man, look at Leary. He can go up to castle right away as soon as he hits feudal.
0 farms.
And he's already on stone, so I
Camel
wonder what
archers?
he's thinking about doing.
Camel archers.
Yeah,
Oh.
100%.
Dude, if he can get away with this, because, you know, some people are going for archers and scouts. If he can get away with this and build his castle right in front of the stone and golds,
Mhm.
that would be amazing.
Well, look at how much food that fish boom got him. 14 fish for him.
Yeah. And there's potential that Secret could slide through there to docket, but I doubt it. But keep in mind, Slam can do the same thing. Slam's at 10 fish, and Doubt has 12 fish, and Tato, he has 8 fish. So MBL's really been the weak link for AM, and that's why Secret is winning this. And the scout engagements between Slam have been pretty even. I believe Leary lost a unit to... Yeah, he lost his starting scout to Slam, so that's what the...
Look at this.
kill
MBL's
was.
going to be in Feudal Age, and he's going to have Fire Galleys out before Tato. And he's going for a second dock as well.
Tato's going for 2 docks too, so there will be a fight in the southern pond. Not the best start for MBL, but he does have a lot of food. And here comes Hart for AM. And he's going to find full walls back at Slam's base, so... Oh, hold on, don't tell me there's a hole there. No, there's not, okay.
That castle time from Leary. Really good.
It is.
Really good.
It interests me that he's going for camel archers, because it's like Mangadai. They're not all that strong in Castle Age, but if you mass them, they can be.
Look at how safe he's playing, too. If you go to his point, like, with the walls around his gold.
We learned from last game.
Yeah,
Thank God.
right now.
I was so annoyed with how he didn't wall up last game. There's 2 things I want to talk about now. So Slam is going scouts into Cav Archers, and if Leary's going for Camel Archers, that will cancel out Slam's Cav Archers. But also, look at the forward team walls for Secret. That is a lot of walling,
So
and that's a
much map
lot of
control.
map space. Yep.
Yeah.
I guess for now, MBL will protect his fish, but as we vented about a moment ago, the fire from Tato can just run right through this, and yeah, he distracted with one, sent in another fire, and MBL is going to lose fishing ships. I hate it. I hate it, but it's strong play from Tato.
And good demo, too. MBL should just give up on water here.
Yep. That's big. That's big. If Tato gets full control of this, he could fish here as well. MBL's luckily on the way to Castle Age, but he's already expecting the fact that he'll need farms. Many of the other players don't.
What happened to Leary, man? I remember when Leary was a balls out. You just do the thing, player. Look at that castle. That is the most conservative castle I have ever seen in my entire life from Leary.
Well, he's building castle with weak villagers, so if you want ballsy moves, there you go. Because Slam could have showed up with his scouts, but... that's not a bad castle, but I think he should have placed it next to the tree in front of his golds and stones. Yeah.
Protect something, yeah.
That protects some farm space next to his starting TC. It's a weird location, but my guess is he'll build a TC on the golds and the stones then as well. Camel archers though, Dave. So with Land's military, MBL, I don't think he'll have anything. Leary will have camel archers, and Hart, he'll be going with knights. On the other side, it's a crossbows to start, and then it will be cav archers for Slam. Doubt, just a straight up boom. And Tato, I think the same. Because he doesn't have any military buildings either. Just lots and lots of walls. So Twitch chat, you know what to do. There's stone walls everywhere. I'll hand it over to you.
Yeah, fall asleep.
No, don't fall asleep. There's an emote for that, man. There's an emote for that. So a little bit more lands for Aftermath, and they might need that after falling behind. So you remember earlier when you're like, oh, you gotta leave the fish for your ally. You don't want to steal all the fish. There's still a ton of fish remaining.
Dude, there's not that much fish, man.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, gill nets now. Not look at where Hart is to fish, the edge of the map.
Nice demo from MBL. He's still trying to hold his fish. Still has the fishing ships alive, actually. And fires and demos for both Tato and MBL. And the game, it could not be closer, honestly.
Here comes Leary behind Slam as well.
Yep.
Maybe if he gets behind and coordinates with Hart, they can take out this whole army.
Well, since these are crossbows, crossbows will do quite well versus the camel archers, at least in this fight. But how much does Hart have in the stable? Yeah, this is a fight they can take. With bloodlines, with scale barding, chain barding about to complete. Great cleanup, great coordination from Leary and Hart. Slam did not expect them
I think Slam made a mistake going for the Knights instead of the Camel Archers.
Yeah, maybe just.
He could have taken out like 3 of them and then takes Leary longer, right? It's the little things.
Yep, little things. Leary could have a few less numbers now, and Slam's probably kicking himself because now he has to deal with Camel Archers. Now, they are walled, but still, they can't do much offensively.
Tato just demoed the fuck out of MBL.
I saw the ship sinking. I didn't see the actual explosion. I still think it's even here, though. Great demo from MBL. He killed Tato's demo and the fire. So he's holding on there.
Man, it's a good thing Leary's fishing economy is so good with all of those fish in that pond. Look at that. Oh my god, it's so efficient.
So the question is now... Wait, what were you saying?
You're just gonna ignore that?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Leary's on the way to imp.
There's more important things to bring up, Dave. I'm sorry. The big thing is Doubt has 16 fishing ships, and he has 78 villagers. That is well over what any Aftermath player has. But Aftermath has map control, and Aftermath has lands military, and Leary will hit the Imperial Age soon, and he'll build his second castle soon. So, what is Doubt's plan? I assume he'll click up to Imp soon, but what will his composition be? He'll have more resources, but will he have the military numbers? I've used that efficient pun like far too many times. It's not even enjoyable for me anymore.
No, that one's just, yeah, not good.
So
it's like saying something is boring when you're watching a boar.
A boar,
it's
yeah.
Like, no. Yeah.
Here come the CA from Slam, and there's potential for a trap here. Slam has a lot of cav archers. No ballistics, which could be a big issue. You know what's funny? I think if AM saw the castle for Doubt, they probably would have gone back already. Okay, now they see the CA. I still don't know if Slam can fight the Camel Archers here. He can fight the Knights, though. I don't know why Heart's still there. Okay, he's realized.
Once Leary gets ballistics, Slam can't screw around with that.
Doubt's going to go for Elite Genoese Crossbow. Elite Genoese Crossbow, they don't have mobility, but they're extremely strong versus Knights, and they're pretty strong versus Camel Archers, too.
Mm-hmm.
And this would give Tato time to continue just booming. He's Malian, so he could boom up towards Heavy Camel. And Slam as well, he's Huns. Maybe this would give him an opening to do damage because Hart and Leary will be worried about Doubt. And here comes Slam, he'll pick off a monk, there's a hole there too, he'll kill a villager.
Oh my god, that hole is brutal.
If he runs right through, Hart's in trouble. He's not going to. I think Hart's lucky
Here
there.
Comes. He knew Leary was on the way. You can't just lose all your army like that.
Yep. And CA, they do not fare well against the Cav Archers. Both players know this. Slam takes the hill and gets a couple pickoffs, but he's lost just as many. And now Leary has Imperial Age upgrades.
Those Genoese crossbow are going to be really tough. Really, really tough.
Yeah.
They're so OP against cavalry.
And I don't think the lack of mobility for them is an issue here, because Doubt has so much more economy that he'll get the upgrades fast enough where Leary's forced to address this.
Yeah.
It's not like Leary can just avoid it and run away. Doubt's going to be pushing with Trebs pretty soon, and Leary has to have a response to this. And maybe that will be MBL, because if MBL goes for Wold Raiders as Celts, if he goes for Siege Ram to help, then it's just fine. We haven't talked about MBL in a while, but he clicks up to the Imperial Age as we speak, Dave, and...
He's got more vills than Tato.
Yeah.
What happened?
Celts, man. But they're not that different in vill counts. It's just that Tato hasn't clicked up to Imp yet, but the vill counts are pretty even.
Yeah. Italians really don't have that much against Celts.
They don't.
It's a real hard counter. So if MBL can go up against him and then maybe someone else switches over to Tato's side.
Remember earlier? Well, it wasn't that long ago, actually, a minute ago. I said how Doubt would force Leary to fight him. Well, I'm not so sure, because Doubt might be needed to help out Slam. That's a lot of Camel Archers, and that one Stonewall's only on 800 HP. There's not much Slam can do about this right now. Yeah, Leary and Hart are going to get in here, and Hart's upgrading to Cavalier.
And Doubt is running his crossbows into the castle from Leary. Okay, notices it now.
Yeah, he lost 2 to the first castle and 2 to the next one. He probably didn't expect there to be 2 castles there, and now he has 2 trebs for those castles. What's MBL going for here? Siege workshops.
2 siege workshops. So Rams, maybe?
It's got to be Rams. Even if you get 5 siege Rams, you can close in on the trebs and at least force Doubt to pack them up.
Leary's got to keep these castles alive, though, so there's going to need to be some teamwork between him and MBL to repair them.
Yeah. Slam is... He's going Cavalier, so he's not going for CA any longer, he's going for Cavalier. It's a good move. Look at this one Camel Archer, guys. How much damage was able to take and still be alive. Oh, and Slam, he might not want these Cav Archers for much longer, but he wants to get use out of them, and yeah, I think they'll die if Hart chases.
MBL going for Onager to deal with the... You know what? Genoese crossbow's so tough to kill Onagers with.
Yeah, I agree. That works, and
look at this! Look at this army coming from Hart and Leary. They're waiting.
Slam doesn't have any presence. He can't do anything with the CA. Tato hasn't even hit Imp yet. So here come Hart, here come Leary, and I know Doubt has Elite Genoese crossbow, but at the very least, he's going to lose some trebs here.
Get him out here.
Still, those Genoese crossbow, man. So good. But that's good, because Leary just wanted to keep his castles alive. And now he's getting Elite Camel Archer, and here come the Onagers.
And Hart getting Paladin. Oof.
Hart's getting Paladin. MBO just sent gold to Leary. And Doubt just sent some gold to Slam. So Slam is now getting Paladin.
And what's Tato gonna do here?
I don't know.
What is his plan?
He doesn't have stables yet, so I honestly don't know.
Oh, barracks. No, one stable coming down from him. Just
oh, monks! He's going monks on the front, so he wants to convert the Onagers. That's a smart move. But it's also a very risky move. You could easily...
Doubt's gotta be careful here, man. Doubt! What are you doing here, buddy?
Yeah, he's running away. This is fine, man. This is fine. The problem with going monks in a team game... Oh, he's going heavy camel too. Good. Yeah, monks are a good addition, but you can't have only monks in a team game. Wow, big fight between Hart and Slam. And Slam's trying to gate this. He fails the gate, so he'll lose the Treb. He'll lose his Cavalier. He is sending his numbers back, though, but strong engagement from Hart. At least Slam was able to gate that off behind. And here come the Trebs from Leary now. Elite Camel Archers, full upgrades. Siege Onager on the way for MBL. This is Celt Siege. He almost killed Leary's Trebuchet there. I think he accidentally hit the tree. Bombard Cannons for Doubt. That's a good decision, but he needs to be careful. He could lose them to the Camel Archers, and he's lost 1. And he will not lose 2. Not yet, anyway.
Here comes the Siege Onager upgrade, too.
Yep.
It's gonna be a big fight here in a second.
I wonder if... You know what? AM, they probably don't expect the monks. Now they expect it. How will they respond to this? 2 Siege Onagers could get converted. None are converted. They've realized.
Leary's on the case.
3 monks picked off. Great team play from Leary and MBL. And Doubt loses 2 Bombard Cannons and his castle. The 3rd Bombard Cannon dies. There's slight elevation here for the AM players. Meanwhile, a huge 1v1 between Hart and Slam on the other side.
Yeah, it's really even over there.
Yeah.
Slam, though, doesn't have the villager numbers, but he does have a pond with fish still in it.
Yeah.
Whereas Hart doesn't have any fish.
Finally, we ran out. Finally, we ran out. I think there's one more over there. You know, Doubt's doing a great job at staying alive here. Bombard Towers is a perfect way to stall this. And the Bombard Towers and the Bombard Cannons seem to be the answer. MBL's lost a few Siege Onagers, Leary's lost a few Trebs, and Doubt's lost a few Genoese crossbow, but it's more costly to lose the Siege.
I have no idea which way this game is going to go.
I don't know, man.
I have no idea.
You know, one thing I will say, look at the map control and think about where the trade will go. That's gotta favor Secret.
Yep.
Because they have that whole side of the map where Tato's at, and he's building his markets now. And MBL has that one area where Tato walled earlier, which he hasn't secured. But
And Tato's got the pawns, so they can't go directly to the edge.
oh, this is interesting. Leary leaves the hill with the majority of his army. MBL kills 3 bombard cannons. But look at this fight. Camel archers, paladins. Leary has the majority of his army here.
So many paladins! Oh my god!
Can Slam win this with just pure numbers? He has 60 paladins. Heart's only at 40, and Heart has an ally here. This gives Doubt an opportunity to go up the hill. And Tato,
I don't think he can.
Okay, well, Tato's getting thrown, but look at this engagement for Tato. Oh, so close. He almost trapped those camel archers up against the wood line. Dude, Paladin is still Paladin. And players have been slinging each other. I don't know if Hart has the gold to keep the Paladin production up. He does not. He's not creating many.
He's already got trade in MBL's side of the map. He was building a trade card, so he's just putting it down now. And now MBL's expanding out to where Tato is on the right corner. He wants to secure that area.
Ooh, and Leary's sending his camel archers the wrong direction. Dude, I cannot stress enough how big it is that Slam held there. Slam has so much more gold banked up. And it's probably... I guess they haven't had a trade yet, but... whatever it is.
Can I just point out... Go to the top of the map. Slam probably made the best lumber camp I've ever seen. Right by his spawn.
Quality lumber camp. Quality casting, as always. As always, with Dave here. So Frimba Camel, 7+7 attack. Leary has 76 military, most of which are camel archers. That is a lot of camel archers. Doubt doesn't have the mobility, but he is arriving to that side. But, oh, MBL sending SOs. Luckily, Doubt built that bombard tower. That bombard tower killed 2 of those siege onagers, and it's blocking MBL off from getting there. Insane army numbers. A Heart's adding in Halbs, which is a sign that he's struggling with gold. It's still okay for them, though. Just because of Leary's camel archers. Look at his KD. Oh,
Tato now. MBL and Tato are going to get into it on the bottom right soon. And MBL's pushing forward at the middle, and Doubt's going to lose those trebs, I think.
Yep. He'll lose the trebs for
Tato's
sure.
still trying to convert.
Yeah, Tato gets 2 conversions, actually, which is pretty good. Interesting micro from Doubt here. I don't think he wants to do that. Oh, he's split away, but he's lost so many, and Tato's losing monks. And on the other side, Slam, he can't deal with the Halb Camel Archer
Tato's
combo.
into MBL's base, though. Tato is into MBL's base. MBL will have to send Halbs over there.
Yeah, I think what it comes down to is, will you have the trade numbers? Will you have the gold to continue making military? And I think if Secret wins the game, they win the game because they get into MBL's base and because they stop that trade. And MBL loses a trebuchet. He's losing a ton of villagers, and he's scrambling to deal with this, so his attack forward will not be as strong. And Leary now, you know, they could use the trebs from Heart or the onagers from MBL, and they could get through here and into the trade from Secret.
Oh my god, Doubt's micro in the middle. It's non-existent.
Non-existent. But Tato, he's on the ball with the conversions. He's done a good job with the monks. Leary's also had his best game of the day, I think. So many camel archers. He's now cleaning up the camels that Tato sent to MBL's base, so their trade should be fine. It's worth pointing out they have Spanish trade as well, so they're getting more trade per trip. And here comes Leary. He's going right into Slam's base. The markets are not far away from here, and that castle will not serve as a protective building for Slam. He's trying to wall, but he loses the castle. He's losing villagers, and here come the Halbs from Heart. Will this be the final push? Wow, what a game. Tato's actually going for Galleon, Dave. So maybe he'll try
He's going Cannon Galleon. He's trying to cut off their trade.
Oh, that's a sick move, but they still need to defend at Slam's base, and Doubt doesn't have the mobility to get here. It's all Slam. Siege Onagers, Camel Archers, and Halberdiers. Full upgrades on them. I think you have to delete your markets if you're Secret and move them somewhere else for the time being. Or get Doubt here somehow.
Doubt is in MBL's economy right now, and I don't know how he got there.
Oh, I see
Murdering
that.
villagers.
Yeah, he is. So if they hold here, I think they'll be in a decent position. They delete the markets. A lot of the trade goes down. But dude, Slam's at 145 population. That's not enough to hold against 3 people.
He needs some help, but all Doubt is sending him is like 20 Genoese expos.
Yeah, and it's not really Doubt's fault. It's just that Italians don't have the mobility. So right when Leary switched positions and he went over to Slam's side, Doubt didn't know what to do or where to go. And Doubt has trade cards just sitting there. They'll go down, and Slam is losing his stables, so it's kind of a now or never situation. What a game, man. What a game. 50 minutes in. Full Imperial Age armies. Trade is much higher for Aftermath, and Leary splitting up his units. This is a smart move.
Slam's dropping markets over there. Maybe he quick walls these in. I don't know.
Well,
But he's pretty dead.
yeah, he's pretty dead, and they need trade. As a team, they need trade. Because you need gold units to deal with this. Leary's KD, 250 kills, 110 deaths. He's maintained 90 military throughout the Imperial Age. And now Hart is adding paladins.
The only bright spot for AM right now is that Tato is killing their markets.
Oh, you mean for Secret? Yeah, Secret is killing
Or
their
Secret,
markets.
sorry,
Yep.
not AM, yeah.
Yep, you're right. But still, it's Spanish trade, and still, at least Aftermath are trading with more trade cards. And Slam has been pushed back further and further, and Hart has the time and the gold now to mass Paladin. So Hart's back in it, because it was just Halbs for him before. Siege Onager for Tato is about to complete, so maybe with Siege Onager they can get a few shots. But these Camel Archers are hard to deal with, man. And if MBL can get 1 or 2 shots on the Genoese crossbow, because there's a lot of Genoese crossbow coming over for Doubt now. This could be interesting. Slam sees 1 Siege Onager from MBL. He picks it off. Will he get the second? He will not get the second one.
Man, this is so like... Oh, whoever...
I don't know.
Man.
It's an insane game. There's so many Genoese crossbow that Secret could hold this. Because Paladins just get destroyed. They could...
And Slam's done such a good job not losing his army here.
Yeah, he really has. Again, Slam might not get the achievements for this. He might not have the KD or anything after this, but he's played really well all game today.
It's been full like 2v1, 3v1
Yeah.
like against him.
And he had to rebuild
on
all
this
of his
side.
stables as well, so...
Yeah.
Now I say that, and he only has 2 stables left, so he doesn't actually have the wood to rebuild them. Oh man, if MBL gets these forward siege workshops rolling, 1 or 2 juicy shots on the Elite Genoese crossbow could do it. But I don't agree with Leary standing there. Doubt's Genoese crossbow got so many kills, and Hart is nowhere to be found with his paladins. I guess the pushback from Leary on the right is happening, so he wants to hit Tato from there. And they want to make sure their trade's secured.
I can't believe they held over there.
I know. I thought it was GG. In fact, most of the chat has been calling GG for the last 5 to 10 minutes, which is understandable. Normally, I'm not a fan of that. I'm like, oh, chat called GG too early. But how is Slam still alive here? But, you know, he only has 15 trade cards, man, and he has 1 stable, so it's all on Tato and Doubt now.
And they're pushing forward in the middle.
Yeah, they are.
But Leary is on the south side now with MBL, so maybe they're planning a push back there. MBL's still fighting. He's microing Cannon Galleon V.
Siege Onager? I think Tata's paying attention to it as well.
Yeah,
I think
they're having fun down there.
Well, that is the one plus, as you said, for Secret, is that they made the AM players reposition their trade. But now MBL has a forward siege workshop, so we can add siege onagers, and
Oh,
that's
Doubt
what they've
got
been missing.
all his Genoese expos wrecked by MBL's 1 siege onager.
And look at the value in this SO. Tato doesn't realize. Oh, look at that. All of the SOs go down. The Genoese crossbow went down, and now there's no military to be found for Secret. And Leary's also pushing on the right, and MBL will mix in some rams. I think now, man, it's not looking good for... I mean, it hasn't been looking good for a while, but it's getting close to the end at this rate.
Yeah.
The Slam can't add more paladins. He's scrambling up stables, but doesn't matter. There's the
I
GG.
love this map so much.
Map's so good, I agree.
It's crazy. We always get games like this.
Yep. What a game. And now it is 3-3, and we will go on to game number 7 in this show match. We've had a ton of donations from people on the stream today to go towards the winners. Thank you guys for that. And a big shout out to the players for playing in these games. We're not done yet. We're going to a team random, so it'll be Mirror Civilizations on full random map.
Full random.
So we could have game 7 Salt Marsh up next. Who knows? But just to talk about this game for a little bit, the big difference for me was that Aftermath, Pawns,
No fish.
but Aftermath took map control. Now, this comes down to their civs, but yeah, I think Aftermath taking that map control won them the game. If Leary would have full boomed and not built his castle early, similar to what Doubt did, he wouldn't have had any momentum. But they took the momentum early, and they were able to win the game, even after MBL had a pretty bad start. He lost 2 villagers, he couldn't find his boar and his sheep, and yet they were still able to get the victory. That's one of the best games of the day right there, and Leary's Camel Archers, man, just mopping up everything. 380 kills, 167 units lost. There's the eco stats for you. It shows the AM did have more trade, and I think that's all I have to say, man. I'm pumped for Game 7.
Yeah, it was really good. That was a really, really good game. Credit to MBL there for holding on. He looked so bad at the beginning.
Yeah.
And I think Tato slung a bunch of res to slam to get early paladin.
Yeah,
And
I think
anyway.
I think Hart was slung as well, in all honesty.
Yeah,
because
and they didn't really like get into the game, you know. MBL got into the game, but Tato didn't really until too late.
Yep. So team random means the civs will be mirrored, for those that aren't familiar with how Voobly treats it. I just told the players it's still 3v3, and I'll update the score to be 3-3. I Am Ryder says, T90 official, awesome event. Thanks for this. You're welcome, man. Thanks for being here. French Anthony with 10 buckaroos says 99.3% for prize pool and 0.7% for Dave. Great game and good comeback from AM in this series. Dave, I hate you for saying that.
How much did he donate?
$10.
Okay.
0.7%. It's your fault, man.
0.7%, eh? All right. What is that? Like a cent? Or 7 cents? I think, right? Yeah.
Yeah. If you wouldn't mind talking to chat, I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna talk to the players because I think
I was gonna be right back.
Well, sorry, man. I'm leaving first.
Stop. All right. All right, chat. Your favorite time of the stream. This is AMA with Dave. Tell us the story. Go fuck yourself. Where's your wife? She's at the mall. Chris leaving story. Don't have one. Favorite porno? Your mom. What do I do for a living? Marketing. What am I spending the 7 cents on? Your mom. Dave suck my toes. You're weird, dude, but I like it. Where do you live? Canada. Can you hang out with me when I'm in Toronto? Only if you change your name to Dave9999 fan. Can you give me a job? No. Are you wearing socks? No. If I were a burrito, what burrito would I be? Damn, son. Big meat burrito. What's my favorite confectionery? Fucking love Nanaimo bars. I don't know if that counts as a confectionery. If I had a truck, what would I put in it? Your mom. Are you fat? No. What would you take with you to the moon? I don't know. Never really wanted to go to the moon. I am Marauder, yes. What's my favorite thing to order from Taco Bell? My favorite part about ordering from Taco Bell is not going to Taco Bell. What's your opinion on Mr. Big bars? Pretty big, dude. Did you smoke weed today? No. Last time I smoked was Friday. Do you like sausages? Fucking love sausages. Why is my mom fat? She's not fat. Do you know the entire country of Peru is further east than Detroit? I never knew that, actually. That's something I learned today, so. Day is never a waste when you learn something, right? Never gonna learn anything from this fucking guy in the Discord with me, that's for sure.
Hey.
Do you put on both socks first or sock, shoe, sock, shoe? Who puts on sock, shoe, sock, shoe? That's retarded. You do the socks first and then you put on the shoe. There's no alternative to that, man. When you put your boxers on, do you put one leg in and then put it in the fucking pant and then you stick the other leg through your boxers and then put that in the pant? No.
All right, I'm back. This is getting out of hand. I'm back.
It was a ridiculous question. Of course it was O'Lacey that
You,
asked it.
you have to learn how to look past those questions, man. Oh, man, that was hilarious to listen to. I was here the whole time. I was just messaging the players. So it will be team random for the last game on full random map. We could have a lot of different maps in full random at the end. Lacey, I'm not answering that question. Not answering that question.
Because you just realized you were doing it wrong.
I was doing it wrong the whole time. So, seriously, guys, thanks for hanging out. Don't go anywhere if you want to see the final game of this series. We are around 400, 450 for the prize pool. And, I mean, I couldn't be happier, honestly, with the turnout today. Glad to have so many people here for a non-tournament day. Again, if you'd like to contribute towards the prize pool, just donate to the stream and say you want it to go to the prize pool. And I'll divvy it out later on. All right, no worries. Amadusk, thank you for the prime. Yeah, and if you're looking to support what I do almost every day of my life with either creating Age of Empires videos or streams, the best way to do so is subscribing to the stream like so many of you have today. Thanks. But overall, the games have been amazing. It will be Leary, MBL, and Nikov for the final game for Aftermath. It will be Doubt, Slam, and Tato for a secret. And winner takes all. Yeah, oh, her Commissar, I missed your shoutouts. I think I missed a few shoutouts. Let me go through here. Scuba Man, thank you for the 5, man. Moniker, thank you for the prime. Guncha, thank you for 3. I think I missed quite a few during the previous game, so my bad. Murgle says, can't believe I've been watching this subpar content for 9 months, Kappa. Keep up the mediocre work. All right, that hurts, but I'll get past it. Thank you for 9. Portable Jim, thank you for 8. Dino and Gruggle, thank you for the resubs. Gurgle says this is his first time here coming in from YouTube. That's awesome. He picked a great day for it. And then I think I missed Herr Commissar's dono earlier, which was 25, and that's going towards the prize pool. I did see that, man. It's on my list somewhere. Thank you. Look at this. This guy messaged me and said, why are you great at your job? You didn't see anything. Oh, Lacey, that was hilarious, man. Lacey, that was hilarious. Hopefully you get that fixed for next time, though. AoE2 JB donated 20 bucks. He said, please split between you and the pool. You guys are great casters together. All right, man, I will do that. Thanks. Definitely will. I think putting silent alerts on was the way to go today. Didn't want to be too distracted by the alerts during the games. Black Forest, Lacey. I hope not, man. I hope not. Sub Autumn, thank you for gifting the sub to Margaret. Love you, man. Valhalla, I don't have a running count on what the prize pool is, but I think we're nearing in on 500. This also depends on the donos from anyone else who's contributing from different streams. I think Nili had said he might. Drunk Goat said, I'm drunken on holiday, so since I'm spending all my money, you can have some. Thanks, man. Age of Doge, thank you for the 5. That'll go towards the prize pool. Envious Tank, thank you for the prime. So if I were to do something like this on a more regular basis, once a month, what do you guys think? I think I could pull it off. I could do something like this once a month and some of my special events which I have planned. Sounds good? No complaints? Alright, man. Alright, men. Let's not forget about the T90 babes out there. Thrice a month. Apologetic Squid with 21 months. He said 21 months and I still haven't played this game in a decade. What am I doing, Kappa? You're having a good time, man.
Whoa, that's a lot of months.
That is.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, I think you have a resub coming up, which will be 23?
23 months?
Yep, because I got the sub button in October. So we're getting very close to 2 years. I'm planning on doing a special stream on that day.
Like a Q&A video?
I hate you so much.
Chat is moving so fast, no one will see. T90 hasn't made his Q&A video that he promised 2.5 years ago.
It wasn't 2.5, it was like a year and a half. Do you want to hear my excuse this time?
No, because I still have my sunglasses on, so I gotta get my regular glasses. I'll hear when I come back.
What?
I was outside, fuck you.
What does it have to do with hearing something? Do you hear
Yeah,
through
give
your
me a
eyes?
second. Give me a second. I gotta get my glasses.
Canadians are weird, man. Apparently he hears through his eyes. Kinesis, thank you, man. Said prize pool, gotta keep these boys fed. Alright, we'll do.
Man, did you ever notice? I was thinking about it. Do you ever notice that it takes us like 4 games to get into like optimal casting rhythm?
Yeah, for sure. That's how it
The
works
first
for me,
game
man.
is always like brutal.
Well, I wouldn't say brutal, but
No, but like not optimal.
Yeah, to get into a rhythm, for sure. It's all about the mind. It's not about the voice. It's about mentally knowing what to talk about, where to look.
So what were you gonna say?
I forget now.
You're doing a special stream?
Oh, no. Well, yeah, I'm going to do a special stream. It's not going to be a 24-hour, but I'm trying to plan something on the day of my 2-year sub-button anniversary. But what I was saying is my excuse for the lack of Q&A is that I'm waiting for 75,000 YouTube subs now. Because listen to this. Originally, I was waiting for 50,000. Then it came too fast. And I was like, crap, I don't have it together. I can't just do it at 55. That's a weird number.
You've been stalled out at like 60 something for a
65,
while. 65,
yeah, exactly. So that's got to be bumped up. If it doesn't get bumped up, I'll make one anyway. All right, looks like they've started the game. There's a 90-second spec delay.
What map is this going to be, boys?
I hope it's, whatever it is, I hope it's different and I hope it's balanced. Because full random can be a bit unbalanced at times. But that's the risk.
I want to see
take.
Team Islands and I want to see double Dark Age transport forwards.
That's oddly specific, Dave. However, Tato is playing, and I've seen Tato go for a lot of Dark Age trushes on islands. I saw Tato dock to make a transport, to make a barracks on the enemy island, and then drush, and it worked. I doubt we'll see that this time. But
get hyped. Let's go.
It's going to be Saltmarsh. I can tell you right now, it's going to be Saltmarsh. Just watch.
Oh my god.
Ah, okay. Not bad.
It's Camel Lake.
It is Camel Lake. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I've never seen this map in the wild before. This is Game 7 in a show match between Secret and AM. And I know it says Baltic here, but it is Camel Lake. This is part of the African Kingdoms expansion. And it's the first time I've seen it between top players. The flank for AM is Leary. He's playing as the Celts. His pocket is Nikov. Nikov is playing as the Aztecs in the blue. And we have MBL playing as the Franks on the other side. Up against MBL is Doubt. He's playing as the Celts. His pocket is Tato. Tato's playing as the Aztecs. And then we have Slam. Slam is playing as the Frank. So it is team random or mirror for the final game on Baltic. And this is a weird Baltic map.
Man, if Leary gets cut off here, it's just like, all right, good luck. He's so far from his team. Like the team secret, all the guys are together.
Yeah.
They can have coordinated attacks, but look at Leary.
Yeah. Nikov can't help him. Nikov better dock and get a few transports ready for when he needs to send military on land to help. And if you're in Leary's position, you'd probably tell your team, okay, I'll just go water, but he's Celts. That's probably not the best civ to go water with.
It's a pretty good water civ still.
Just
like,
because of the wood.
You get the wood coming in faster. Like Celts is very good early water civ. Not late, but early.
You know the other exciting thing? You said you wanted to see transports. Well, let's say Leary full walls and Slam full walls on this flank. They could easily transport over military.
Mm-hmm.
And if Leary transports, he shows up right at Slam's main stone and golds. And pretty much the same if Slam were to transport, because all the golds and stones are in the same area for Leary. So that'll be a fun side. And then the other side, it's a bit more standard, I guess. Same thing applies that there's a... I guess this is the head of the camel. You could wall there, but it won't be as awkward. Could even see transports there, too. Civ-wise, Dave, where does this even go? Where does this go? It's so tough to even think about.
No. Oh, they picked team random. I was going to say, both teams have already had Franks, blah, blah, blah. But, I mean, like, you want the Paladins from the Franks, but there's so many choke points.
Yeah.
That trying to push in with it is rough. And, like, none of the teams have great late water civs.
I know. And also, if you dock in the camel's neck or head or the camel's foot, there's not a lot of fish there. So the dock locations will be interesting. Leary docking here. He's surrounded by deep fish. And Slam, he's docking right in the camel's ankle area. Or cankle. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Leary wants to go up really fast.
Yeah.
You can see he's already pushed 2 deer in. He's got 2 boars on the go right now. He had his dock up really quick, and he's hoping to get those fire galleys out pretty quickly here.
Yeah, I think all 3 will go for water, and they'll use their scouts to keep an eye on the flanks to make sure no one's going land. But it's too much of a risk to go for land when your opponent could simply wall off and then fish boom. So it'll be all about water control. What's interesting on Baltic, though, if you lose the water, it's not over. It's not like islands. Yeah. You can just
so
boom.
Much space.
So this will probably be a long game, which is perfect for the final game of the day.
Leary's got to go forward and be pretty aggressive with that wall off and the choke point.
Yeah. Well, he hasn't scouted that just yet, and they don't know what we know. Leary does see he's surrounded by water, but he doesn't know just how bad it is until he tries to receive some help from an ally. Even his wood is awkward.
Nikov knows how bad it is.
Yeah.
He's scouted it out, and I'm sure he's told Leary, like, this is a weird map, dude.
Well, Slam clicks up, but he's behind Leary. It will be Franks and Celts on water. Celts should have the edge because of the wood chopping bonus. And we've talked about the fires plenty of times. Once you find your opponent's fish, you're probably going to kill them.
Leary doesn't see the dog.
Nikov
is going to spot it right now. That's so big.
Yep.
Let's see if he signals.
And that's got to be confusing too. I hope he does signal it. I imagine he will.
He hasn't yet.
What about Doubt? I guess Doubt might go to the northwest to look for MBL's dock, and there won't be one there. MBL's more in the south, and he's very close to his ally in. Nikov's transporting Vils, Dave. We're getting our wish. Nikov is transporting Vils.
Dark Age transport. Let's go. He might run right into Tato's dock, though. He's got to be careful. See, he's got the fishing ship out in front, but the transport is faster than the fishing.
I think this is either a misclick and he's taking the transport along with him, or he's using the transport to scout.
He's going to the Eagle.
Yeah,
right
I think
now.
he wants
was
to
using
hit
the
Slam.
fishing ship to scout.
Does Slam have any clue? No, Slam won't have a clue. Now, he has scouted this area, so he could do this.
He's not going to expect Dark Age transport.
I don't think so either. And Leary's up first. Leary knows exactly where Slam has his dock, so he'll probably kill at least 2 of Slam's fish. And Leary's going
Slam's
heavy
gonna
on
die.
water.
Slam's gonna die.
Wow. I still have a feeling that Slam's going to notice this. Because they're going to see Nikov's in feudal. They're going to see all the AM guys are in feudal, and they won't see Nikov on water. So he'll realize it late, but I think he'll realize this. Just a matter of when. And if Tato can send help.
It'll take time. I think he'll realize when he has 3 archers in his wood line.
Yeah.
That's when he's going to realize. And that's going to be too late, to be honest.
Oh, man. Now, let's keep in mind, Tato and Doubt, they will be going on water, and they'll be facing off against MBL and Leary. MBL, if he ends up losing out with numbers, his whole team could lose fish. And Slam could survive with a tower or 2, possibly. And he'll be okay, but, you know, he's going out to berries now, Dave. He definitely does not expect this. And his stones are even in an awkward position. It's not as though he could go to stone and build a bunch of towers.
Oh, is Sneakoff gonna go tower the gold from Doubt? He just signaled the gold from Doubt. Both Leary and Sneakoff have their scouts here. He's gonna go tower it. That's so big. That's so huge.
Oh man.
And Doubt's going market blacksmith.
Oh, Doubt's. You mean Tato, right? Tato.
Sorry, Tato.
It's alright.
Yeah, not
it's
Tato.
alright. I was confused as well. Nikov might not even go to Slam. Go right towards the guy that's going FC.
Yep. Oh, that's so bad.
They don't expect
this. If he gets
this.
a tower down on that and he's got archers there as well.
They don't expect this. And Slam has lost his fishing ships. MBL still has his alive, playing very defensive. And Leary's
Doubt
even
sees
picking
it now.
off Tato's fish now. And
Doubt sees it.
oh man. Tato has weak vills here. The archers arrive, and Tato needs this gold. I imagine he was going to go fires in the next stage. He'll lose 2 villagers. This comes as a complete surprise. One could say it was a secret base.
I kept saying Doubt. I meant Tato.
Yeah,
Jesus
that's right.
Christ.
It happens. I completely understand. Now where does Tato go for gold? He has to go to the left. He can't do that. We already know his main is gone. Oh, the one in the north he hasn't scouted, Dave! He doesn't know there's gold there. He won't have access to any gold.
And now he's going to run with his entire wood line. He's got no defense against this. He's just waiting to get up. But what does he do once he's up?
Not much. He could build a siege workshop, but good luck having gold to make siege. He's running now, and even Slam is getting hit by Nikov. What a play from Nikov to go for this transport. And the most impressive thing is not the massive amount of kills he's getting, as he gets 3 more at Tato's base. It's the scouting that led to it.
And look at the pathing from the villagers. Tato keeps trying to send them back, but they just keep running back into the archers.
Yeah.
3 times now that's happened.
And
Tato dropping TCs. He needs to boom up, I guess.
And meanwhile, I want to point out that MBL has done really well on water. So has Leary. Look at that. Leary killed all of Tato's fish. MBL is winning, well, not winning versus Doubt, but he's at least trading well versus Doubt. And so for AM, this is such a good position, and a position that you normally win games from. It's game 7, though. Tato's not going to give it up, and he adds TCs, and he's going to try and boom. But Dave, he was relying on fish for food.
Yeah.
And the market.
21 vills. 21 vills.
He can't afford to create any vills. He can't get his berries. He doesn't have a farm. He has 1 sheep.
He couldn't even afford a Megadol, so he's making a scorpion. Oh, it feels so bad.
Oh, yeah, this is... For Tato fans out there, this is painful.
What an unbelievable play from Nikov.
Dude, and the scouting of it. Like, first, nice demo from Doubt there. But first, scouting and telling Leary where to go. And then scouting the gold from Tato. You also got to credit Leary, because I think Leary had that scouted, so he pointed that out to Nikov. But AM on point with their team play.
Nikov wants to tower that other gold, I think, from Tato.
Yeah.
Just in case he goes out there. Tato's got the scorpion now.
Yeah, he loses a villager Nikov, but not near as bad as what Tato experienced, of course. You know, Slam is actually adding feudal age scouts now.
Well, he has to. He has to have something.
Look at these archers getting caught in the winds next to the
and
transport. Look at
MBL's coming forward with the transport as well.
MBL is going to transport where, Dave?
2 villagers to Nikov's forward.
Oh, wow. It's a party, man.
So he's going to make knights on their side.
And then it's pretty much GG then, right? If a stable goes up, it's game over. I think. Because a couple knights kill Slam. Slam's in feudal. 2 stable Frank knights. MBL has also walled up, so it's not as if Doubt can push. And Doubt can't transport because he doesn't have his docks.
And that tower too on Slam. Slam's gonna drop a counter tower to deny
Yeah,
that.
good counter tower.
But Slam's gonna know he's in trouble. He sees those stables now.
Yeah, and there's not much else Slam could have really done here after the archers arrived. Tato, he at least is creating vills now. He's working on getting back to his gold, but on the wood line on the right, he'll lose 2 more villagers. And here come MBL's knights. Wow, I'm still mind blown.
I think it's already over, man. Like, it's just, I want them to come back, but it's just so tough from this position.
MBL will have a 3 TC boom behind this, most likely, too. And, of course, once MBL mixes in the knights, there's no way Tato gets his gold back. He still doesn't know about his gold in the north. The Slam had to invest into feudal age scouts to keep himself alive, so he won't be in Castle Age to contribute with his own Frank Knights. And I think this is all going to put Doubt under pressure to help out, because he's not in a bad position himself, but he's Celts, and he has to send Knights versus Aztec Archers and Frank Knights, and that is not easy. Not to mention, Leary will soon click up to Castle Age. Leary will just boom. Oh, Leary's in Castle Age. My bad, I'm a noob. Leary's in Castle Age, just even worse. He'll just boom. Everything is in favor of AM right now. And someone in the chat is saying maybe sling Doubt. I don't think you can do that, because Tato doesn't have gold to sling with.
What do you do? Celts are
it's
historically slow.
Correct.
Unless you're going for Woad Raiders and doesn't have the stone.
He's just like truly out of options, and Nikov's going to transport his archers around Slam's wall. Or, okay, he transported some and ran with the rest. And yeah, Slam has walled up his gold, Dave. That'll protect him from the knights, but not the archers that Nikov's about to send in.
Oh, it's so bad.
But what a finish if this does indeed end the game here. And it will. What a finish to this best of 7.
What an epic play.
Yeah.
Just such a play from Nikov to go forward like that with Dark Age transports.
It's a ballsy play too.
And then he went to Tato too. He didn't even bother with Slam. He went to Tato, they X'd the gold, and they said, "It's forward, let's go."
I wish I could rewatch all of that, because I'm pretty sure Leary had scouted Tato's gold. He was the one who initially signaled. So the communication between Nikov and Leary was huge there. We saw it with scouting Slam's docks. And as you said, it's a ballsy play to transport like this, because you're giving up water. But the strategy was MBL goes heavy on water, Leary goes heavy on water, and Nikov transports. And I guess the strat for Secret was to all go water.
Yep.
They didn't expect the transport, and that's why we had a 23-minute game. I believe that's the shortest game of the day for Game 7, but that's one of the most impressive for me.
Yep. And, you know, chat, this is probably the only time you're ever going to see Camel Lake. So, I just remember it. That's the strat. If you ever see it again, that is the strat. That's the meta game for Camel Lake.
I'm slightly disappointed the game didn't go on longer, because I wanted someone to run along the south so I could say Camel Toe. It didn't happen.
Didn't happen. You just said it.
Yeah, I know, but it's not the same. 20 kills for Leary. Leary killing everything on water. Really came down to Nikov's land aggression, and I don't think the achievements matter too much, guys. It was just the strategies. So, great games from both Secret and from Aftermath, and we will have to do this again.